So a nice easy tuck into the leg side for Javed Ahmadi. It'll get him off strike. And the first run's on the board for the Mr. Ainak Knights.
Yeah, that's a nice little work. And no doubt Javed will be absolutely rapt to get one up the other end. So the deep fieldsman here. 2 fieldsmen allowed out is deep mid-wicket and the deep mid-on here for Hazratullah. No, he's going to bring the mid-on up now, is he? Now deep mid-off, up. Deep mid-off and the deep mid-on are in the circle. In the deep.
Now then. Oh, that's the commitment you need. That's what you need in a final. That's how you need to set the tone. Secunda Razabat, the Zimbabwe international, was like a whippet across the ground. Look at that. Got there, fumbled it initially, but managed to get enough on it to prevent the batsman taking a single. Hits him on the pad. He just gets tucked up there, does Hazratullah against the spin. We've seen it in previous games. Is going down the leg side. Not a huge amount of turn, and you wouldn't expect that with the new ball. Just tucking him up and getting it on a good length. Again, he's at the stumps, bowling at a healthy clip. Is Mohammed Nabi. This is how Hazratullah has started. Tries to give himself a few sighters, and then he gets cracking after that. Oh, he's spot on. He's right on target, Mohammed Nabi. They're going to have to play with some invention and innovation if they're going to score here and be a bit brave. You'd have to think, the batsman. And he's making a change now. So mid-off is coming up into the circle, and mid-wicket will go back. So long on and mid-wicket, the 2 men out on the leg side. Ah, terrific first over. Just the one from it, 1 for none. So Javed Ahmadi got a single off the first delivery, but the next 5, Hazratullah not able to rotate the strike, not able to find the boundary. So he's none of 5 deliveries. That's just a confirmation of the 2 teams. What do you make of those, Dino?
Oh, that's evenly matched, really. I still think the the Knights are slight favourite. I still think they've won 5 from 6 games. They're there for a reason. The Dragons had to fight like hell like Billio to actually get in. They've lost 2 games, and actually both against the Knights. So that's why I'm leaning towards them. But if the Dragons can get and not lose too many wickets early, post a total of 155 plus, I think they're well on the way of maybe winning this game, because I feel still that they like bowling second, and their fielding team can shut down a lot of teams. So Naveen comes on, and yesterday we saw a lot of wides and no balls, and that might have been the difference in the game as it turned out. And I have no doubt that it's the same in a final. You just got to stop making the silly mistakes. Can't afford too many wides, and definitely can't afford no balls if you want to win titles.
Naveen ul Haq, the under-19 captain, he'll be going to Australia later on in the year, in the new year, 2018. And he's got the huge experience now of playing in a final and opening the bowling for his team, the Mr. Ainak Knights. Straight away, he's on the money. A flash outside the off stump from Javed Ahmadi, and no contact made.
Bit of a nervous flash, wasn't it? And the bat lift is wafting all over the place. Just watch his back lift. Sort of goes behind him a little bit. And it's just beating for pace. Bit of a nervous waft outside off stump.
He's got a good change of pace, says Naveen ul Haq. He's been really impressive opening the bowling on most occasions for the Knights. Oh, it's 2 straight. Don't think it'll go away to the boundary for 4. And they'll be able to come back for 2. Be interesting to see what the umpire signal. Well, that's wides. That's interesting. I thought that it maybe clipped something on the way through, but the umpire reckoning it hit something.
Well, did he get a hand? He got a slight hand on it. That's the reason why I pulled it up. But yeah, good decision by the umpires.
That's cut away. There is a 3rd man out there, and he'll come across and make the save. Really good stuff there. That's what they have to do in the field. The Knights, you talked about fielding, making the difference in the game, Dino. And Dragons being the best fielding side, the Knights have started well here.
Yeah, show off in the field, and that's Zahir down there, right in front of the big crowd, the full house. Look at the tumble roll there, gets up quickly, good skills. No signs from the youngster yet. Will be interesting when he comes on to bowl. So they're just trying to get the field right. Now, they've got a deep back with a deep forward square leg and the third man. So they're just stacking that offside up there, Alistair, trying to jam him up. So that tells me they're going to bowl wide outside off stump to Javed.
That's not where you want to be bowling when you've just changed the field to everybody on the offside. An easy put away for Javed Ahmadi. Maybe just a few nerves, and don't blame him. It's a big game, a big final. He's only a youngster, only 19 years of age, is Naveen ul Haq. So he's going to be feeling it. Just needs to settle down a little bit and make sure he's just concentrating on his lines and lengths.
I think they got the wrong field. If he's going to bowl with his field, I think the short fine leg should go into a mid wicket, and the deep forward square should be just backward on the boundary. And if no fine leg, that's fine for me. But I think he needs protection and mid wicket.
Oh, I tell you what, confusion. He's not the best runner between the wickets, is Hazratullah. He's at the non-strikers end. Javed Ahmadi was calling him, saying surely that's a single. And it was stop-start affair, and finally decided to get back in his ground. Daulat Sadran, what impact will he have on this game? Definitely going to see some of his seamers and can give it a fearful crack down the order as well.
Who can forget that 17 off the last over to win the game? It was an amazing... I honestly, you only win those games 2% of the time, and he had to hit a boundary off the last one, and he did it. It was just brilliant stuff.
Wanted with a ball to spare. Did it in 5 balls. Really good display of hitting from Daulat Zadran. His focus will be with the ball in hand initially here. He doesn't have the greatest time with ball in hand, taken some crucial wickets, but economy rate not that great. Well, there's that change of pace. Really well disguised by Naveen ul Haq. So good that these youngsters have got these skills at this early age, and that just shows that they've really been absorbing all the coaching they've been getting. Have a look at this. Really good courage, especially with the new ball, to attempt that in your first over, and he's executed it really well. And again, not able to pierce the inner ring on the offside. So 2 overs bowled, 8 for none. Big crowd in here already to watch this final between 2 very big teams, and they're laced with exquisite players as well. No better than this man, Mohammad Nabi, bowling his second over. Just conceded the 1 run in his first over, and he's got Hazratullah guessing, not able to come to grips with Mohammad Nabi's bowling at this stage. Oh, he's going to go after it. Is that the first one? Yep, it is. Shpageeza time.
It's the first one you go for, and you just hope it hits the middle of the bat, Alistair, isn't it? You have your heart in your mouth. He had to back himself a little bit behind the clock here, and he tossed it up, Nabi, for the first time, and he got hurt. So he knows he's not to toss it up anymore. So that's a welcome Shpageeza.
Yeah, I think he's got that one wrong, Mohammad Nabi. He's been so good, and I think he thought, well, let's just try something different. Well, he's gone a country mile. There we go. That's better. That's where you need to be. A bit quicker and a bit further back of a length.
When he bowls flat, the quicker one, it doesn't spin. It's when he tosses it up, it grips a little bit. So he's got to play the ball, not play outside the ball, as we say in batting speak. So he just falls over a little bit as the ball's released, Azratullah. So he's got 8 dot balls and 1 6. Now, the mid wicket's gone out and the mid-off's gone up.
There we go. There's a quicker one. That's well bowled. It's a good comeback in the over from Mohammad Nabi after being deposited for an Azizi Bank maximum. There was a fearful crack out on the leg side. This bloke, when he hits it, stand back. It goes a long, long way. So 1 ball remaining in this third over. Javed Ahmadi now has strike. Picks length well, punches it down the ground. Just be the single. There is protection out there. 3 overs bowled, 16 for none.
Well, there it is, the most sixes there. Asghar Stanikzai up the top there, of course, there. And, of course, Insulat, he's got 12 there. Hazratullah's got 12 as well. So, nice, conservative start here. The Paragon Dragons, as we welcome Ed Ransford.
Oh, Dino, cut away. Protection in the deep, it goes down to third man. Good morning, Dean. What an eventful morning it has been. Full of action, full of frenzy, full of excitement. And you expect that in the final.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love finals. I'm lucky enough to play in a few of them. And, you know, this is what you play for and dream about. But at the same time, the 3 basic things is trust your game, trust your instincts to win these things, commit to the team plans and what the coaches and the captains want, and love the experience. You're allowed to enjoy finals. Guys like close up, they forget to breathe, they get too nervous, they let the actual... They'll only get 1 there. Chance for a run if he hits. So he would have been out. Would have been out.
Yeah, I had to actually run past the bowler, round the bowler, Naveen. It's straight to the man there. He's just got to go round him. And that has taken a lot of space and time out of him reaching the crease.
What do we learn from that? Is the batsman should run on the pitch, not run around the bowler. He would have made it. Little things like that, running between the wickets, batsmen still do not get.
Angle down the leg side. It's running away. Solariza!
Been dying to say that, haven't you, Ed, all day?
Itching to do a lot of things, Dino.
Yeah, not long for home. So here we go. Full house here. They're starting to get away now. A little leg just short, wrong lines. Fine leg up. Nice little clip on the leg side. An easy 4. Look at the way he gets that back lift behind him. That's where he gets himself in a bit of trouble, I feel. The back lift just slowly gets him behind his body.
Yeah, Dino, and it's something that we spoke about in the build-up, in how the Dragons have sort of just found a method. In the first 6 to 7 overs, they don't want to lose any wickets. They just want to bat it and just get as many runs as possible, because if Hazratullah stays there for a while, you know he's going to go at better than a run of ball. The crowd, how good are they? The lines outside are going on for kilometers.
I don't know how they're going to fit them in. I hope they have a screen outside the ground so they can watch the broadcast.
Big shot down the ground, a couple of bounces, another Solariza.
Now the confidence is just starting to come with Javed. He's looked good today. The previous couple of games he hasn't with the bat. And you can see the confidence just starting to filter back into his game.
MTN4. It's in the slot, isn't it? It's nice and full. It's not going to do much. It's not going to swing. And you just got to hit through the line. There we go. Something technical you picked up there, Dino. That's very good. And that bat just comes round his body. Wants to keep it in one plane. There. Technical deficiency. That bat coming round his body and not through the plane.
Funny enough, a guy struggles with that as well as the end of the over. Sorry, 26 for no loss.
Yeah, Tino, I think there's a few spots left. Very few. And it will not be your decision where you said you needed to get down here nice and early. But it's been fantastic how they're coming in. And I tell you, there isn't a camera at the gate right now, but I tell you, there's a lot that have lined up to try and get in here early. Changing the bowling. Dawat Sadran been good with the ball. Six matches, 10 wickets. 2-3 wicket hauls. That's very good in T20 cricket. Means he's picking up wickets at crucial times. Good economy as a fast bowler in this part of the world.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. You know, he's probably one good game performance and also putting his hand up for the man of the tournament. I tell you what, he likes the big occasion, this fella. He wants to be the star. And he loves bowling at the death. He loves to bat at the death. Very, very important. Very, very important player in this lineup here. Now, I don't know what's going on. Needs a drink now. Oh, a chewy. I need a chewy. Always plagued with chewies. So we've got a deep third man and a deep backward square. How will he start?
Smashed! That's how he'll start. Shpageeza dismissed. Dawat Sadran, bit of width. Hallelujah. Pick that up in the crowd.
Interesting first ball. Wide. Try to bounce him. It's given for 4. Now, all the balls that these two batsmen have struggled with already off the quicks has been the slow ball. I would have personally liked to see Dawat bowl a change-up ball. Bowl 4 change-up balls in 6 balls in these over. He's got to take the pace off the ball. Now, they're not happy with this ball for some reason. So, if you're going to bowl change-up slower deliveries, then you can have a mid-off back maybe and have the third man up in the circle. But if you bowl wide outside of a stump like that, my grandmother could cut it for 4.
With again, will he pick up another 4? It's running away. Mohammad Nabi gives chase. You got to give up it. Give it up. It's gone for another boundary. Back-to-back 4.
Now, I got taught by my father, chase the ball until it hits the rope. It's one big thing. He gave it up too early here, I thought, Nabi. So it's a quick outfield, but the last 10 metres it's slow. Watch how this ball pulls up right now. And he was there. He gave it up. He didn't quite see him. He gave that up 15 metres away. Now, it might have gone for 4, but he could have slid into that rope and stopped that. You never, ever give up a chase in the field.
Change of angle. They'll come round the wicket now. Attacking the stumps. It's short and it's well fielded by Sakinder Raza, it looks as if. Gets past him, that's 4 as well.
So they think Hazratula's not that good on the back foot. And the reason why I can see that is he lunges forward before the ball's bowled and he gets himself in an awkward position. Now, that's okay if you bowl at 140 clicks, you can hurt him. But if you bowl less than 140 kilometres an hour, you'll get hurt.
Full. And a dot ball on this occasion. Already picked up 8 runs in the over, so looking to maybe rotate the strike. There's 2 balls left in the over.
He'll miss that. NTM4s, we have heaps of them as well. Of course, the big Shpageezas with wonderful sponsors. We appreciate them being our corporate partners of the Shpageeza Cricket League.
Full, and has he got it over? Yes, it has. You've just spoken about some MTN4s. There's another one.
Well, I don't mind this type of ball, the change-up ball. He didn't get it, did he? He hit it on the toe with the bat, and it just got over mid-on. So now Javit's away. And so it has Rotula at the back of the hand. He didn't quite get it. He picked it. Stays leg side of the ball. It's like a little bit of a top spin forehand there. And now they're away.
Full again! Now that's a beautiful shot down the ground. We've seen now some that have been forced through the offside. This one is excellent. It ends the fifth. It's 42 without loss. Another MTN4. This is a very good shot down the ground, past middle. Has got no chance.
Look at the way he loads up there. Like Shane Watson, right, loads up the coil. No matter where that ball's pitched, he was going to try and step and fetch it and smack it, and he did. So now this is really interesting. I feel that they should be bowling spin. I don't think they should be bowling medium paces here. I think that these two batsmen struggled to hit fours and Shpageezas in the first 6 overs. I don't understand why Nabi's bowling the quicks now.
Maybe he wants to keep them for the middle period, to keep things very quiet, force their hand. With past the man, there's more fours. It's raining. Solarizas here at the Kabul International Cricket Stadium.
Too much width, you know, this is the problem they've got. They've been outplayed here by Nabi. I think Nabi's changed his game plan from the last 2 games previously. And of course, let's not forget about the fact that Sikandar bowled a lot of overs in the first 6 overs and they got wickets. And now these two have got off to a fly. The strike rates are well over 120 now. And now, at the moment, momentum's with the Paragon Dragons.
Pressure on the young man. Yeah, well, they'll only pick up 1 there, but the previous over as well went for 16. This one's already gone for 5 in the first 2 balls. Mohammad Nabi definitely needs to pull a rein on this. At some point, maybe get some spinners on. You alluded to it just before the beginning of this over. But now it's getting a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, it is. He's got the dream start here. And isn't it interesting that they started off a bit slow? They only got 1 off the first over. So the last 4.2 overs, they've gone for 46.
That's a Toulon strike. And just rotating the strike. Easy, easy stuff now for the Paragon Dragons. And if you're joining us for the first time today, it is the final. Mr. Naik Knights versus the Paragon Bandamir Dragons in the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017, the edition number 5. It's on One TV and everywhere around the world. And if you're not there, you're in the ground right now or queuing up to get in.
They're watching this in Australia. Of course, the Paragon team is also an Australian-Afghanistan company.
Oh, he wanted to go hard there. Really was there to hit, but didn't get all of it. Just that bottom hand coming in.
Gee, it was in the slot, wasn't it? Well, we've only got 2 VIPs here. We've got the CEO and the chairman. There they are, gentlemen.
Are they talking to each other on walkie-talkies?
Yes, they are. Oh, they've been brilliant. They've been, honestly, they've had no sleep whatsoever. And of course, Bashir and Hamka and some of the other guys have done magnificent work right throughout this Shpageeza Cricket League.
Another single. Oh no, what is happening, gents? The Knights in shining armor. What are you doing? There's a trophy to be won here. It's indiscipline in the final.
Under a little bit of pressure. Now it's an easy one. It was a Doddle one. He picks it up and throws. No one was backing up. And then they come back for the second. Yeah, he needs to run into the circle. Undisciplined cricket here. Whenever the ball's in the offside, they need to run into the circle on the leg.
9 off number 6. It's 51 without loss. Woo! Amir Dragons power plays. Their best was 66 versus the Sharks today. Their second best is 54 and then 51 for no loss. That 54 for 2 is the one they lost to the Knights. All right. The commentators, they've been crying for some spin. Sakinder Razabat has been good. Good economy, 6 wickets, 6 matches. His job is to really tie up the overs, really, not more than picking up wickets.
Yeah, he knows how to bowl. He really does. But it was an interesting start. Only one off the first over, and then there was the first one, the first Shpageeza. It took a bit of courage to go after it, and then they started to find the gaps, didn't they? And both these batsmen really started to get into their stride. Particularly Javed, I thought, as he got that shot over the top, he started to actually get some real good confidence now. So here we go.
One straight away. The Knights really need to be aware of how the Dragons have won their last game. It was about laying a foundation because everything is honed onto that very good bowling attack. And also around Najibullah, who comes in and smashes the ball. So you've just got to be aware of where the game is going, and do you have the batting that will be able to avert that kind of bowling? And if you don't, you need to reduce the score, and that's by picking up wickets, and they're letting it slip a little bit now. Smash, slap, bang, Solariza! MTN are in business today.
Gee, Hazratullah looks like Shazil from Pakistan, the way he goes after it. He stays leg side of the ball, plays very, very similar. I think you said that yesterday to me, and I disagree, but I'm starting to agree with you, Ed. See, if you keep whacking my head enough, I'll start to listen.
I don't whack, I give hugs. Lots of hugs. False start. Not ready. 5 off 3. With again, hit down the ground. One bounce to Ibrahim, who's at long off.
How many wickets did we have yesterday? It was about 6 or 7 for the game. They haven't even given a sniff here, these two batsmen. Not even given a sniff to the Knights bowlers. So far, so good.
With another single, happy to pick up the singles. This is a great launching pad. Najibullah must be chomping at the bit to get in. Oh, big shot, that boy, he loves Shpageezas. With finishes off with a dot ball. That's a 7 off it, and Dean Jones leaves the commentary box. It's 58 without loss. Yeah, there's a break and we're back now. The commentators in the box is myself, and I've been joined by Alistair Campbell, and I must introduce you to this man here. He has done fantastic work running around every day. His name is Hamka. Look at that chiseled jaw. Handsome man. And alongside Alistair Campbell's son, Jonathan, who's played a few games. And there they are. Give us a wave. You've got to give us a wave, gents. Today is the final.
Go on, Shafiq. Come on.
Oh, what a shot down the ground. Man coming round. Will he get there? No, he won't. It's S.5.
No good. No good. You've got to be more committed than that and more skilled than that in a final if you want to win it. Really wasn't good enough. Didn't get down early enough. There wasn't enough commitment. He should have actually made the save pretty easy. Have a look at this. No good. That will be driving the coach absolutely mad in the changing rooms, and the captain won't be too enamored either out there.
With again, this is, oh no, the boundaries, the Solarizas. Every single ball, it's a typhoon of them.
Well, who thought that they would come out here and feel the nerves of a final, the Paragon Dragons? Rashid Khan electing to bat first, and his openers are getting them off to a flyer. Javed Ahmadi on that occasion, first ball down the ground for four, some sloppy fielding, getting him the boundary, but on that occasion knew exactly what he was doing. Short, wide from the bowler, Ibrahim Zadran, and up and over third man for a boundary. So 66 for none, we're in the 8th over.
Sanity, a dot ball, finally. You can afford to do that. Block one now and again, because you're just picking up boundaries at will. 66 without loss. The partnership, 66 or 46 balls, striking at 143. How do you bring a stop to this? A hat-trick perhaps. Where is Zahir Khan? Get him on.
Oh, another dot delivery like gold. He's under the pump here, is Ibrahim Zadran, gone for a couple of boundaries. And he's come back pretty well. Yeah, you're right, Ed. When does Mohamed Nabi use his trump card? And that's going to be the same for both sides, really. When does Rashid Khan use himself? How does he use himself when the Paragon Dragons come on to bowl? But 5 for 19 in his previous game, Zahir Khan. He'll be itching to get at him.
With again. 3 dot balls now. That is pretty good. Started off the over with 2 back-to-back boundaries and then 3 dot balls. So up to this point, okay. Can he finish it off? Otherwise, if not, he misses it here. He can pick up another boundary and all of a sudden you're going at 10 runs and over in the first 7. Ah, he does it well. Mentally strong. 66 without loss. Welcome back. It's after 8 overs, 66 without loss. Raza will continue. His first over went for 7. Just the back end of the previous over. We witnessed 4 dot balls in a row. That should be called wide, and it is. It's just set up perfectly for someone like Najibullah to come in.
Najibullah against Zahir Khan. Oh, I tell you what, he tossed it up there, did Sikandar Raza. Azratullah, well, his head was in the air. He was aiming for the road.
That was pilau that has freshly been served, and all he could do was get a bottom edge into mid-wicket. Yummy, yummy, just to hit that over the top, and he just really squeezed it out. Maybe just batting in one gear, Hasratullah. Full toss as well again.
bit of a buffet at the moment from Sikandar Raza. The Paragon batsmen aren't able to take full advantage. Short wide, there is protection out on the offside, so just be the single. They'll feel they've missed out up to now. 3 overs, or 3 balls gone in the over, I should say. However, they have 3 balls to try and make amends. Raza round the wicket to the right-hander Javed Ahmadi.
Happy to pick up a single. Intention is there for 2. Ryan Bull does the rest. Keeps it just to 1. Perhaps now is when the Knights are slowly... We haven't seen any boundaries in this over. We've seen boundaries in every over leading up to this number 9th over of the innings. Perhaps now they're just slowly applying the brakes. Singles on offer. They're happy to do that.
That's a bit of pace for me on the surface. It is a bit on the slow side. You don't want to be tossing it up too much. There's the 3rd umpire's chamber, match referee as well. Wide off the first one and then just 5 singles. So he'll be very happy with this, Sikandar Raza.
And there's a shout for an LBW. And that'll be a dot ball to finish the 9th at 72 without loss.
Director, we can't hear you. We've lost comms.
Beautiful day in Kabul, Afghanistan, for the final of the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017, the 5th edition. It's the Knights versus the Dragons. At the moment, just to give you a quick recap, Dragons won the toss and elected to bat first. And they're 72 without loss. The Knights trying to recover. And how are they going to do that? Probably bring on their best bowler in the competition. 12 wickets for Zahir Khan.
Well, this is the contest I've been waiting for. Zahir Khan, 12 wickets in 6 matches, economy rate of 7.5. What a game he had his previous game. 3 wickets in an innings twice in the tournament thus far. And he comes on at a crucial time, bowling to Hazratullah. Oh, straight away! Straight away! Was there any other script that he would follow? Excellent stuff from Zahir Khan. Hazratullah after him straight away, swing and a miss, and he hits the timber.
Finally, Mohammad Nabi has been forced to bring on Zahir Khan, and what he does, bang! Disturbs the timber, gets a breakthrough. 35 for 28, you entertained us, but you have to go, Hazratullah. It's 72 for 1. Equal now is top wicket taker Zahir Khan along with Tendai Chatara and Rashid Khan, who are all featuring in this game. Dawat Sadran and Muhammad Nabi too. 3 of the 6 top wicket takers are from the Knights and 2 from the Dragons. Shahidullah Kamal averaging 53. That doesn't really matter, it's more the strike rate and the 213 runs he has scored. 2 50s too. And already he's making an impact, Alistair.
We thought he might, and it didn't take him long to get into the swing of things. That's his very first delivery of his spell. You think Hazratullah maybe would have just had a look-see, but the head was up in the air, tried the big heave-ho over the leg side, didn't make contact, and he was spot on the money. They just have such bearings on games, don't they, these sorts of bowlers? Not only him, Rashid Khan, we'll see when he comes in as well. There's the googly out the back of the hand into the batsman. So difficult to pick as well. Oh, that'll be wide. But it was the normal leg spinner. And he's trying to play the late cut, doesn't make contact.
You can see his body language. It's good. It has intent to it. Especially being out behind the 8 ball for a majority of this particular final up to this point. You'd have to say that is a wide. Oh, what a delivery! Has he dropped it?
I think he has, you know. I think he has. It'll be a bye. It's just spun. I thought it was the outside edge, but it's that vicious, the spin. Have a look. It's taken off, hit the keeper, and gone to slip. What a delivery. Keeper had no chance. Slip really should have made a better effort, but it's a bye. Well, he's going to be a handful here, is Zahir Khan. Make no mistake.
Mystery. Just got to watch him ever so closely. Perhaps Mohammad Nabi thought this was the opportune time now, the middle stage of the game, where you can really put a stranglehold on.
Seems to be the way, the method. Rashid Khan does the same thing himself. He even brings himself on later on occasion, bowls the 11th over. So he tries to bowl the 11th, the 13th, and then the 17th and the 19th. Be interesting to see if he bowls them all the way through here, or just bowls them a couple and saves them a couple. Ah, there's some aggression. They're into the swing of things here. 10 overs bowled, halfway, 75 for 1.
Apart from the one good over, it must be said that maybe on this really good pitch, the Knights haven't done a bad job, but they've only picked up 1 wicket, and they're, of course, 17 off 1 over, but they need to peg it back, because yesterday they are in the same position, the Paragon Dragons, and yesterday they were 78, around there, 75 for 1, and they went on to make a really good score of well over 180. So what can they do from here?
That'll determine how they tackle the bowling of Zahir Khan, I reckon. 11 and over gets them 183. That's what they got yesterday.
Oh, yeah, if you bowl rubbish like that, you should go for a Shpageeza. It nearly went into the entrance, the exit sign there.
I think he's tried to bowl a leg spinner here. He's tried a variation and it hasn't worked. It's stuck in the middle of the pitch and said, hit me please, and Javed Ahmadi, well, he needs no second invitation to latch onto those. Not a great delivery at all from Sikandar Raza. He knows. Stick to what you can do best, young man.
Now he's got the delayed, he's gone inside out. Now, will that bounce? There's a bit of a delayed action there, and that's a very good 4. And the umpire's aware of this because that comes under unfair play, having a delayed action.
It hasn't delayed Javed Ahmadi. He's got into this big time. You just get the feeling maybe with Sikandar Raza that he tries too much in all of the balls he bowls. Just stick to one method. And you can vary that, but in this over so far, he's tried to bowl a leg spinner halfway down 6, then he tried a delayed action. I just think sometimes you can outsmart yourself, and suddenly when it doesn't go right, it becomes a big problem.
He's spot on there. He's what we call licorice all sorts. He just can't bowl 2 balls the same in a row. And this is a lovely start. Javit's batted beautifully now. He struggled the last few knocks. And let's have a look at some of the MTN 4s now today. A little flick down leg side. That started it. And that was the shot I thought that got his innings going there for me. Alistair, the one over the top. As Rolla, of course, backing away. He loves staying leg side of the ball. Obviously in the power plays. And then down the ground. A little bit of width there. And that's when he started to get going there. And that's one of the shots of the day. So, more width. And no run, got away with it. He does mix it up a little bit. I've got no problem with that, but it was that poor ball, the 6th, that hurt him. Geez, it was halfway down the pitch. That's better bowling. And boy, he's hit that like you wouldn't believe. Oh, what a great piece of effort. They'll get a 1 hit. No, there's the call. That, I thought, was a very good call. A really good call from Javed Ahmadi there, because the throw was so quick. They come off the boundary. And the presence of mind, Alistair.
Yeah, you would have thought, there he goes, and then he's picked it up and he goes, hold on, it could be a catastrophe. He just put an end to this insanity. He doesn't get any of that either, so he's got away with it. A good comeback from Raza. 3 dot balls to end the over. 11 bowled, 85 for 1.
Most runs here in the Shpageeza Cricket League. Askar's there, of course. Javed Ahmadi's past 200 now. Sabana's up there. Shahid Dullah's got 200 as well. Oh, there's an easy one there any day of the week, and he realises it. Javed Ahmadi was having a snore at the bowler's end, asleep.
Yeah, you've every right to look a bit disconcerted, young man. It's your call. You've hit it in the gap. Javed Ahmadi, well, he hasn't budged from the non-striker's end.
Lovely drive. I think they've got to be careful not to try to hit Zahir Khan over mid-wicket or square leg. Look to hit him down the ground. His worst ball, when he does bowl bad, he tends to bowl a bit short. But the last couple of games, his length has been impeccable. Look at those figures. The kid, he's just a kid. And again, tossing it up. Gets away with it. It's okay.
That's what I was talking about pre-show. It's how you can damage him with his loose deliveries. On that occasion, a full toss, not expecting it, Javed Ahmadi, and they're able to get a single. Whereas if he had been able to hit that away to the boundary for 4, it just adds a bit more pressure onto the bowler and allows them to get what they require of this particular bowler.
Beautifully bowled, no run there. They're frightened to use their feet because I feel that the batsmen still do not know how to pick him, which way the ball is spinning. So his length is impeccable. He's got better and better as the tournament's gone on, Alistair, this young lad. Just been picked up in the Bangladesh Premier League, been signed on, which is fantastic. He's in the draft for the Pakistan Super League coming up. There's a quick one there. That's better. Better batting. No doubt they're not going to go after him. Keeping quiet. I think they're well on the way of scoring of well over 165. The Knights there. Well, now, is this a wise idea to bowl around the wicket after he's bowled pretty well over the wicket? He's got good confidence in his game, belief.
Was bowling over the wicket, now coming round the wicket to the right-hander, Zahir Khan. 1 for 5, 1 ball remaining, and this is the 12th and his second.
Oh, big! Now there's someone out there. Will it go? He takes the catch. No, he's had to throw it back in. He's touched the rope there. They must keep running. I think that might have been a 6, Alistair. It was a magnificent effort out there in the boundary. And they're calling it great sportsmanship by the Knights. They're saying it's 6. They said it to the umpire at 6. And you have to take the fieldsman's word occasionally. Look at this, for guts and courage, diving. He's got the ball there. Now, as he touches the rope, he's touched the rope, then he's thrown it. And if he touches the rope while having the ball, it is 6. So he didn't finish his movement. So even though he did take the catch, folks, here it is here, he hasn't finished his movement, and the fieldsman knows this. Now, he's taken the catch there. He should throw it now, but he can't. The momentum's gone, and he's touching the rope now. He's touching the rope now. Look, his head's touching it. He's still got the ball in hand, and that will be judged as a 6. The ball has not touched the ground, so therefore the ball must be 6. It must be 6. Now here it is here again. Good catch. There he is. The ball's still in hand. He's still in movement. He realises he's in trouble. He has to throw the ball, trying to throw to his partner there, and it's given as 6. There it is. That's the laws of the game. Good umpiring and a magnificent 50. What a 50 that is. And brings up the 200th Shpageeza in this Shpageeza Cricket League. 94 for 1. Well, and what a start that's been here for the Dragons. And it could have changed here. It was an amazing shot. He didn't get all of it, but great courage. He's taken the catch here. Now he's touched that, and then his head's touched it, and he tried to throw it to the other guy, his other fieldsman there, which is smart play, but it missed him, but the 6 is already done. So 50 of just 36 balls.
Catch of the tournament so far. Went for 6.
Look, it's courage that the guys of today have, unfortunately. See, I don't like that law. He's taken the catch inside the ground. I would like the law to change. The ball hasn't gone over the rope. And that, in the old days when I played and you played, that was out, caught. But not today under the laws. Wide, gets away with it. See, it's a lot easier for under 12s and under 14 umpires, even local international umpires like these, to adjudicate without having TV to know that the ball has not passed the rope. It's out caught in our day. But now, the law states, if you touch the rope while the ball's in hand, it is 4 or 6.
Daulat Zadran was expensive in his first over. Sikandar Raza given a break by captain Mohammad Nabi, and he's back into the attack. Just get the feeling that he's better at the back end of the innings when the ball's a bit old. He's taken a pasting up front as Daulat Zadran, but when he can come back at the end and bowl his slower balls with a little older ball, he seems to have been more effective.
There's Raiz there, the coach, the assistant coach, just having a little word there, just trying to calm things down. The under-19 coach as well. He's got a terrific cricket brain and a very good manager of men. I really like his company, and a huge asset for the Afghanistan Cricket Board. Over the backward point, there's someone there. No, there isn't. It's gone for 4. A Shpageeza.
Yeah, lovely stroke, but you'd have to say again, it's a very indifferent delivery from Daulat Zadran. Short, wide. He hasn't bowled well at all in the innings thus far. Here we go. All the time in the world to get an over backward point. The man on the boundary has no chance.
And you notice his back lift is starting to improve a little bit now. It's not getting him behind. It's a lovely shot. Width, he loves width, this man. What a knock it's been by Javed Amari. He's really changed. He wasn't in good form coming into this this particular match. He's missed out a few times, but now things are just starting to get going for him. They'll get a one there. Oh, they won't. Good fielding. They won't back off the Knights. Well done. This is what you want. The little things like that can change the match. And also, well done to Dulla to get back to the stumps. It's what you want your bowler to do. Gee, it's a good final. This thing could change in a heartbeat. Don't worry, folks. Knights fans, it can change in a heartbeat. Baldy! That's what I said. What a delivery that was. And what a knock. It's been for Javed Ahmadi.
Gee, he's been all over the place as Dahlak Zadran, but he has the capacity to bowl an absolute curler on occasion, and he's delivered here. He was under the pump in this over again, and he's responded with the perfect Yorker. In swinging, straight through the defences of the in-batsman as well. What a hand he's played, Javed Ahmadi. He's gone for 55, 99 for 2 now.
Well, the dangerous Najib Atilan comes in. Look at the strike rate, 175 runs per 100 balls faced. He has been in big form. The big question is, they normally save him up for the last 5 overs. Now he's coming with 7.1 overs to spare. I think they've sent him in too early. The reason why he's here.
What a delivery. Top stuff from Dahlak Zadran. Nigh on unplayable. In swinging Yorker. Doesn't get any better than that. In a final, needing to turn the tide of the game, he's done just that.
2 new batsmen at the crease, Norton 3. Now the game can change in a heartbeat, folks. So, Dahlak, can he change the game again? Nice little flick. Again, great fielding, keeping the batsman on strike. End of the over, 13 overs gone. Goodbye, Alistair Campbell. It's 99 for 2. Well, they've all bowled 2 overs except for Raza. He's bowled 3. It might be time now to bring on Zahir Khan, and they can't get rid of you, Alistair. You want to stay 1 more.
I need to see this bloke bowl another over. Really do. He's been so good so far. Into his 3rd over now.
Hoiks it away! Shpageeza! Catches someone in the crowd. Oh, got it! One-hander. Brilliant catch by the crowd. Oh, they're loving it.
He's always going to give you a scoring opportunity. Here's this bloke, but you've got to take full toll. On that occasion, it's massive. Into the packed bleachers here at the Kabul Cricket Stadium. He waited for it nicely and placed it to perfection.
Well, is this the moment of the match right now in these next 2 overs? They're just picking out the inner fieldsman at the moment here now, the Paragon Dragons. So it's a nice little 6 again for Shahidullah. Geez, had a good tournament, up to 222 runs now. Short. Works it on the side for leg. Now, this is the contest I've come to watch today. One of the biggest hitters in Afghanistan against one of the best young spinners in the game here. Najib versus Zahir Khan. Oh, what a mouth-watering contest this is. They're going to try to outskill each other here.
What's he going to start off with? Is it the leggy or the googly?
Well, he's appealed. He's in, that's close. He's got it. First nut. I look forward to it. Did he think he got an edge on it? And has he changed the momentum of this game? That little champion, Zahir Khan.
What a delivery. What a wicket. What a time to get it. He's come in. He's bowled the googly. It's hit him right in front of middle stump. He's run all the way down, and the umpire hasn't disappointed. Plum LBW, and Najibullah has got to go without troubling the scorers. 106 for 3 now.
Big wicket to Zahir Khan, knocking over the dangerous Najibullah. I did say, I thought he'd come in too early, but he got outskilled by the little champion. Got him with a wonderful wrong and didn't pick it, played outside the ball. Good decision by the umpire. Now Ramit Shah, who I thought should have come in before Najibullah. He is in good form though. He's just starting to get a few runs of late. And let's have a look at this. Oh, just outskilled him, yeah. Unless he didn't get a... Well, no, he didn't look like he got any part of the bat on that. And Zahir Khan gets his second wicket. Oh, is he a good player or what, this kid? Been very, very good.
I was mesmerised watching Kuldeep last night, bowling similar stuff, hat-trick against Australia. And
thank you. Let's get back to the game here. And another wrong, and he picked it there, I think. A little bit too short, a bit of bounce. So, the other big power hitters here for the Patagon Dragons is Rashid Khan. He can go hard. Works it on the leg side. So they've got to keep in quiet as we say this time goodbye to you, Alistair. Nice to see you. It's 107 for 3. Zahir Khan now has got the most wickets in the Shpageeza Cricket League. Of course, he got a 5-wicket haul in the last game. Now he passes the dangerous Tatara and Rashid Khan. So, the experienced one, Muhammad Nabi, comes on, and one of the most beautiful men in the commentary business, Mr. Ed Ransford, comes into the seat.
Far too kind, Dino. Far too kind, but truthful. Interesting stage of the game now. 108 for 3. 5.5 ball overs left in the contest for the Dragons to see how they can get a reasonable total. A lot of people are throwing around a total which the Dragons can probably defend is 160. It's 52 runs. At 9 runs and over they need to go at. If they get 152, that's 7.6. Who can do it?
They need 160 on this pitch. Another fantastic pitch in the ground. Little work on the leg side. They're looking for 2. It'll be dangerous if they do. They won't get it. And if we could use this opportunity, Ed, to congratulate Abdullah, the groundsman here, the head groundsman, and his team. They've done a brilliant job over the last 19 games now of this Shpageeza Cricket League. The pitches have been brilliant. The outfield, you've presented the ground perfectly. So congratulations to you. Well, they're picking out that cover fieldsman today, aren't they, Ed?
Yeah, but not getting it past him. I think there's some worried looks there. Some concern on the face of those men in the dugout.
Work on the leg. Only get one. Losing that wicket. Gee, I think right now, if they had the choice to bring in Najib, will be the time now. Still left him a little bit open to the best bowlers, didn't he? So it happens. They took a gamble. It didn't work. The Paragon Dragons. And here now, Nabi just so experienced, keeping it up, waiting for the batsman to make his move. Gee, they're picking out that cover.
No rotation. They did it so well in the first 7 overs. Now just hitting it straight at the fielder. You've got to try and manipulate the field a bit better than that.
We'll get one. So that'll end the 15th over. It's 111 for 3, the Paragon Dragons. They've pulled it up here. No doubt the Knights has just got momentum back their way. They have the last 3 or 4 overs. They're starting to get it back. They need 165, 170, the Dragons. They need a big over. This is the last roll of the dice here for Zahir Khan. 3 overs, 2 for 19. To Shahidullah. Looks for the sweep. Oh, now, what's happened there? Has it come off the pad? Has it gone for buys? What's it done, Ed?
The umpire says he's got a bottom edge on it, trying to sweep him. Zahir Khan has been good. The 2 wickets he's picked up have just been so vital to the Knights, applying the big old handbrake. But it doesn't stop this one for going for 4. I don't think he read him. He just decided that he'll sweep the first ball.
Doesn't like using his feet or going out of his ground there, Shahidullah. Short. Oh, he got lucky. He got lucky. He was looking for the leg side. It's a big ripping leg spinner.
And this is what happens when you're facing a very good bowler, a bowler who's a trump card, a bowler who'll change the game. Your mindset is to not to be so positive. If you're positive, you get in a good position and try and capitalize on such a loose delivery.
Oh, that had nuts and topping on it and a bit of biryani. Oh, that should have been dealt with. He's looking for the square leg. I've been carried away with my food there.
You've been having chicken breast, pilau, Chinese. At breakfast, you've also been mixing it up as well.
And the pilau, of course. Now, I must say, the food here in this part of the world is nothing short of outstanding.
Kabiri, pilau.
Oh, stop it. It's lunchtime now. Looking to go big! Shpageeza!
Yes, it's lunchtime and he eats all of that up. The Shpageezas now have clicked over to 202, the 5th edition. Zahir Khan goes for the stock delivery and it ends up right into the bleachers. Gets all of it. Oh, a little bit of a pose. Get your cameras out.
What technique that was. He is a classical player, this fellow. Really, really good player. He's got to go again. There's someone out there. He'll go for sure. He's got 3. Zahir Khan's got 3. He's given him a bit of a stare. He wanted to have another piece of him. Got a bit greedy. And the dangerous Zahir Khan's got 3.
What a gem. Zahir Khan in the game. All the time, changing it at every opportunity. And he claims another one. He's gone for 9 right sharp. It's 122 for 4.
Wouldn't it be a feather in his cap if the youngster knocks over the #1 star of Afghanistan cricket? Rashid Khan comes in. He's got 14 wickets, Ed. It's his last delivery of his spell. What a spell it's been. 3 magnificent wickets for the Knights. Here we go. Full toss, and he'll get one. Congratulations, Zahir Khan. A brilliant, brilliant Shpageeza Cricket League. Well bowled, sir. End of the over, 123 for 4. Well, now, a lot of pressure's on Shahidullah. Congratulations, stand and applaud. I tell you what, Afghanistan, you've got a little superstar here. Imagine him bowling and great Rashid Khan. Look at that for the future of Afghanistan cricket, with Test cricket coming up. I wouldn't like to face those two guys at it, let me tell you. Nabi. Get a one down the ground.
Oh, there's so much talent floating about. It's going to be so difficult to, as the selector, to pick your best 11 because there's so much. But I tell you what, it's a good place to be. Competition is alive here in Afghanistan cricket for every opportunity. But in this final, in the moment now, what can the Dragons do to get this fridge off their back?
Get one on the leg. They maybe get two. Rashid Khan's coming in. He's going to come back for two and he'll make it. Good pressure, good running, sir.
And maybe the captain will add some impetus now, some positivity. 126. Both the coaches, Andy Moles there, having a discussion.
Ray's there, of course, the assistant coach. So, they need 170, Paragon Dragons, they really do. Looking to go big and he backed out, and what a shot that was. He played that right behind him. Gee, that was an amazing shot. And looking for three, they're coming back and they'll get there. Great running, Rashid Khan.
Mohammad Nabi is fuming. He's asking the keeper why he threw the ball back to the bowler's end instead of actually going for the stumps at his end. Rashid Zahid Khan gives chase. Here it is. Here comes the throw. It's a decent enough throw. Gets the ball, and the man is not even in picture, but Rashid Khan comes back for the third.
He wants a piece of him. He's a big hitter, Rashid Khan. He likes to go leg side. Here we go. And he didn't get it. He'll be out. Take it. He's got underneath the big wicket. The skipper knocks over the skipper. And that takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the Paragon Dragons.
Oh, man. The stranglehold. It is getting even tougher and tougher now for the Dragons. They're losing their way. You can't keep hitting your way out. Got to formulate a plan. Rashid Khan has to go. It's 129 for 5.
Nabi sweeps. Someone's out there, back-to-back wickets. He's on a hat-trick. This game has done a complete U-turn, Eddie.
Massive U-turn. It's actually gone round and round the roundabout and gone absolutely nowhere. Shahidullah, the man in, 22 of 22, has found the man in the deep. Mohammad Nabi playing a huge part in this final. They continue to pick up wickets, and this is now slowly becoming a procession. Gone for 22, 129 for 6.
Nabi's on a hat-trick. We saw one last night between India and Australia. Can he pick up a hat-trick?
I asked him at the toss. I said, is this the game where you stand up?
So he brings in a slip. Well done, backing himself. Here we go, on a hat-trick. Oh, well bowled. That'll conclude the over. 17 overs gone. It's 129 for 6.
Amir Dragons, this is their batting card, 55, 35, 22, really started it well. Was it going to be a platform to launch from? No. Amir Dragons has had an excellent launching pad, 55, 35, 22. Was it going to be enough to get the game on their side? Was it going to be enough for 160 or 170? No, the brakes have been applied heavily by the Knights. 2 batsmen at the crease, yet to get off the mark. As I welcome Alistair Campbell into the commentary box alongside Naveen Ul-Haq into the attack as well.
2 overs, none for 17 thus far for Naveen Ul-Haq. He does that well, does that really well. It'll be a wide on this occasion, over the batsman's head in his normal stance. That's why he signalled that. But that slower ball bouncer has been very, very effective from Naveen Ul-Haq. Just on this occasion, getting a little bit too much height on it. Very difficult for batsmen to score off that particular delivery. Very well disguised as well. Field change, fine leg was back and mid-off was up in the circle. Now, fine leg will come into the circle and mid-off will go back. Third man will go back. Right, so he's got the field he wants. Nobody behind square on the boundary on the leg side. Good stuff, really good stuff. Wow. What a bizarre last 15 minutes or so. The Paragon Dragons were looking so good, looking like they would get 180 easy. But Zahir Khan, Mohammad Nabi, they've had something to say about that. There's Rashid Khan trying to heave one over the leg side, top edge, good catch from the keeper. And then this one caught on the boundary. Shahidullah, that was. Important wickets. How often does he do that, Mohammad Nabi? We've talked up Zahir Khan. We know that he's got something about him. Another heave to the leg side, swing and a miss. But Mohammad Nabi, how often does he come back and take crucial wickets at crucial parts of the game? He's captained pretty well today as well. Kept his nerve, kept his calm. Under the pump they were, the Ainak Knights. They were staring down the barrel. Now, not so much. They're staring down the sights.
Quick single, finally gets off strike. And this is also about having opportunities in every game. How many times has Javed Khan actually batted and got a meaningful score? The first 3 balls, or for the first 2 balls of this particular over, just swinging, not looking for the singles. You have to try and find some sort of momentum. You got to look at the end part of this game. Match referee in picture. But this is what these two batters need to realize now, that every single run is important. The dot balls cannot play a part.
9 and over gets them 153. And if they can find a few boundaries, 160 still not out of the equation. Trying to mow it away on the leg side. Muslim Musa gets the under edge, so just the single. He can bat, Muslim Musa. Javed Khan as well. No mugs by any stretch of the imagination. They've just got to make sure when they're not finding the boundary, they're rotating the strike. Cannot afford any dot balls. 14 balls remaining in this innings. And they've got to at least try and get another 20 runs, you'd have to say. 150 minimum. And if they can do a bit better than that, great. There we go. That's up in the air. Has he got enough on it? Yes. Much needed Shpageeza.
Absolute gold. It's like needing fresh air. Needed to pick up a boundary somewhere. Muslim Musa obliges. It's picked up. He just picked the subtle change in pace and mowed it over mid-wicket for half a dozen. Azizi Bank 6.
Healthy outside edge. There is protection down at third man, so just the single. That'll end the 18th over, 139 for 6. Nine and over, 157, 11, 161. I reckon after that Shpageeza in the last over from Javed Khan, they'll be disappointed if they don't reach that 160 mark with all the helter-skelter that comes with batting in the last couple of overs. You'd have to say they'll be able to eke out another 20 runs. Daulat Zadran, 2 overs, 1 for 21 at this stage. The all-important wicket of Javed Amari. What a delivery that was. The perfect Yorker, in-swinging Yorker. And that's the catalyst around which this comeback has been built.
Two overs. Miss you, Shahid. Shazad. Missing out on this occasion. Maybe on the horizon he'll make a comeback. 12 balls. Full toss. And they pick up one. You've got to try and put that away. This is what I was talking about, Alistair. Not having that match practice, that match awareness, not having that exposure in pressure situations. Of course, the top would have done the most of the work.
Wow. And fine leg and square leg were up in the circle. All he had to do was get some bat on it. Would have raced away for 4. Yeah, he's definitely missed out there as Javed Khan. Now, Muslim Musa on strike. Fine leg and third man up in the circle. He's trying to bowl those Yorkers. There's Daulat Zadran, and he's pretty good at it. Oh! That is massive! What a shot! We said this bloke could hit it, Muslim Musa, and he hasn't disappointed.
Boom! In the air for a very long time. Long handle. Hovering, 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 hovering. Shpageeza! Lovely swing of the bat. That should be wide. Surely, yes it is.
He's going a bit to pieces here, Daulat Zadran. Needs to keep it together. I have to say, maybe that was a little harsh, though. He did give himself room, did the batsman Muslim Musa. And it was probably on the line, maybe just inside. He knows he's going for everything. He's got to call on all his skill set here. That's better. Followed him a wee bit. Fuller. And he's not able to get it away for a boundary as Muslim Musa.
148 now. They just need to realize psychologically 160 is about par score, you'd say, in T20 cricket. And again, you can't really judge a surface or how teams will play unless both have had an opportunity to bat. And one of the strongest bowling units in this tournament is the Dragons.
Change of pace. They'll push for two, running hard, but no chance there. Man, it's short, fine leg. Comes across, does the fielding. As I said, 160 is probably where they'll be aiming at, and anything above that will be a bonus. He said that with 8 balls remaining, if they can hit a few more Shpageezas, maybe 170.
Full toss again, doesn't make use of it, looking for 2. Is it on? Little bit of a fumble. But it's well within the 30-yard circle, so you can't really try and take a second on there. And that brings up the 150 now for the Dragons.
Oh, full toss. Man, up inside the circle. You feel he's missed out there on a couple of occasions. Right, how's this over going to finish? Has he got a big one in him? Again, doesn't make the requisite contact and should just be the one, and is. So a good comeback from Daulat Zadran. 1 over remaining, 151 for 6. Muslim Musa has 8. Javeed Khan 10. The last over of the innings, and it's going to fall to Naveen ul Haq. Such responsibility on his shoulders to bowl this last over. And he'll try and use all his subtle variations because they're going to be going for broke out. Make no mistake. That's up in the air. Good slower ball bouncer. They should be able to get back for 2. They're hustling! Yeah, make it in the end. He just had a stumble midway, did Javeed Khan, but he's made his ground safely in the end.
I'd love Muslim Musa to be on strike, but anyway, runs are crucial at this stage. You pick them up as many as possible. And they pick up 2 here because the ball stays in the air for such a long time. Converging fielder has to get it on the bounce. 5 balls to go.
Really well done, really well bowled, Naveen ul Haq. He's done it so well all tournament. There we go, that slower ball bounce, he's threw it way before the ball arrives. So, precious dot ball in this last over. Javeed Khan hit a very big 6 in the previous over of Naveen ul Haq. Can he find the boundary again?
Given! What are you doing? You need to get the big hitter on strike. Why are you taking a risk and losing a wicket now to get a new man in? Runs are crucial. It's a full toss. Try and hit it down to long on. Come on now, the Dragons.
Well, he might be a little unlucky. It was a full toss. It looked pretty adjacent, but I think maybe it might have been just outside the line. Nonetheless, the index finger has been raised. 12 of 11. Javeed Khan, 153 for 7 now. Right, so they've lost their 7th wicket. We're in the last over, 153 on the ball. 3 balls remaining, and Muslim Musa is still standing at the non-striker's end. That'll be very frustrating for him. Ikram Ali, the wicketkeeper, to the crease for the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons. 1 for 29 thus far for Naveen ul Haq, and he'll look to try and finish well here. Doesn't want to concede a boundary. And if they can keep it under 160, it'll be a tremendous effort from the Ainak Knights. They'll feel they've pulled it back and done a really good job. Staring down 180, 185 at one stage. So to have them 153 for 7 in the final over has been a very good effort from the bowlers and fielders. Right, so the left-handed Ikram on strike. Pulls it away on the leg side. And it'll just be the single. So Muslim Musa will have the benefit of 2 deliveries to try and maximise in this Bande Amir innings.
And he has to maximise. As CC bang 6s or MTN 4s, Solorizas, Shpageezas, if he gets 2 of them, all the better for the Dragons. But for the Knights, they've done the job. 2 balls now separate them from a good finish and some positivity and some momentum going into the break.
Any eases at this stage for Muslim Musa will be welcome. 154 for 7, 2 balls remaining and round the wicket. He's trying to come, no, he's not. He's decided that that won't be the case. He's going to stay over the wicket. Right, what can Muslim Musa do? What has he got in the tank? Just the 3 off the over so far. Really, really good stuff from Naveen ul Haq. Will it be the slower ball bouncer? Oh, he's trying to bowl it up in the block hole. Sikandar Raza, it looks like down there at mid-off. Really good fielding. Got to the ball quickly, got down quickly, and made a good save.
Again, a full toss that hasn't been absolutely capitalized on. It's just hit to the fielder, open gaps. Raza is one of the best fielders, and that's why he's out there in the deep. Gets the ball out as quickly as possible. Well, here we go, the last ball for the Dragons and the Knights in this innings.
Another slower ball. They should come back for 2. Non-striker's got to come. And he's going to make it. Not a good enough return from the outfield. So they'll get a brace to finish the innings. 7 off the last over. And it means that the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons will finish on 158 for 7 in their allotted 20 overs. Mohammed Nabi, the captain of the Ainak Knights, will be pretty happy with that. They were looking at chasing probably 20 more than that at one stage, and they've pulled it back admirably. Zahir Khan was really good. He got wickets at crucial stages. The captain himself, Daulat Sadran, a perfect Yorker to get rid of Javed Ahmadi. So just at the crucial stages, they've been able to get wickets when they needed them, the Ainak Knights. They won't be too displeased though, the Paragon Dragons. Yes, they would rue the fact that they might be a bit short insofar as what they could have got, but 158 in a final mightn't be a bad score.
Shpageeza Cricket League 2017, it's the final, and this is the highlights of the Paragon Dragons' first innings of this particular encounter between the Knights. It really got off to a fiery start with Hashatullah. Yeah, he did not let up in that power play and really put the sword to the Knights. Some innovation and also some brutality down the ground. That was a fantastic shot to really nail the coffin of the Knights in the power play. There was also discussion about perhaps when would we see some spin. It was not seen for a number of overs. And the Dragons made hay. Both sides of the wicket. And then finally we saw some spin, and it was Zahir Khan. His first ball really was fantastic. And then we saw a few Shpageezas, as we've seen throughout this tournament. And that was a fantastic shot over cover as well. The Dragons look good. They seem to have been starting to adapt to the spin. And then a few occasions, Javed Ahmadi, he went to 50, and a few occasions when they really could take care of Zahir Khan when he missed his length. Some went into the crowd. It's been an excellent crowd here. But he would never keep him out of the game. And he continued to cause problems left, right and center. Zahir Khan, the slower bowling, the taking pace off the ball was one of the things to do, but it also ended up the undoing of the Paragon Dragons, who looked so good for 180 and ended up on 158. The men that stood out, 55, 35, and 22 from the first three. And then the Knights really put the brakes on and really restricted the Dragons to 158, at one point looking at 180 plus. The bowlers got to give them credit. Zaire Khan stands out already. 3 for 31 in his 4. 1 for Zadran and he's 31. You'd say expensive for his standards. 1 wicket for Naveed. And then Muhammad Nabi opened the bowling and was fantastic. He picked up 2 for 19. And it was a disciplined fielding and bowling effort to restrict the Dragons to 158. So this is the equation. Masanaik Knights will need 159 in their 20 overs at 7.95. The Dragons have the strongest bowling unit in this Shpageeza Cricket League 2017. Can the Knights continue on what has been an excellent tournament for them? The crowd have been fantastic. They have come in, and Dean Jones has come into the commentary box. We've seen them lining up, and there's still people that can't get in.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, Ed. Hello, everyone. Yeah, the sun is beating down here in Kabul, about 28, 29 degrees. A full house. Many people being knocked back to come in today, which is sad, but that's the fact reality. They all bought their tickets online, and they've just finished their prayers and lunch, and they're all, I think, is in readiness. I think it's a 50-50 game. I really do. I think with the bit of mist and the bit of wind starting to come in from the north, I think now it really comes down to me how well that, there's the ladies down there, how well Rashid Khan bowls it. Oh, the ladies love Rashid Khan, the way he goes about his work. And it was an interesting game. The wickets, of course, Paragon didn't lose any wickets early in the power play. They were no wicket for 51. They got off to really good starts, but all of a sudden, Zahir Khan comes in, gets one through Dalat. What a Yorker that was. That was magnificent. And there, Najib going to a magnificent wrong-un. And they try to take him on again the very next ball and holds out. And the quicker they learn about that, and there he is there. And, of course, there, Rashid tried to go big, didn't quite get it, got a bit high on the blade. Geez, very, very good. And then the very next wicket, Shahidullah gets out. And now, what is he trying to play one of those shots at the death? I don't know. But 158 for 7. The two umps are coming out with the kookaburra, the projectile in their hand, 156 grams. Let's see what we have got in store for you. This is a big game. It's the final, and it all comes down to the power play for me, Ed.
They've had excellent huddles when they've won, and now they're a little way away from getting their bowling effort underway. The Paragon Dragons. The words that need to be said in there is that, you know what, gents? We didn't need to take wickets yesterday to win the game. We only took 1 and 2 run-outs, and we defended in 180. We've got 158. We showed that kind of effort. We will win this game. The umpires, they've been good. Dean Jones has said they've made their way out. They will be the men in charge for the next 20 overs and the last 20 overs of the Shpageeza Cricket League. And here come the Knights in shining armour. Are they your Knights in shining armour, Dean Jones?
Well, whose room would I like to be? I'd probably like to be in the dressing room of the Knights, because I honestly think they'll be pretty happy with 158. And this whole series is played in great spirit. Both teams are all teammates, of course. They go on to play from the Afghanistan, different formats of the game, but it's been played in tremendous spirit. One guy we haven't talked about, or haven't talked up enough, is Chatara. I've been most impressed with him throughout the series. I haven't seen a lot of him in the past, Ed. You guys know him very, very well. But he really enjoys bowling the first and maybe third overs, and he'll finish it off maybe at today, the 18th and 20th, if it goes there. But Sabanda, what a series he's had. He had a hamstring issue. I don't know, have you spoken to him about it? How bad is it?
Mate, he was walking in the corridors at the hotel pretty well this morning, and I think he's looking okay at this point, but Ishanaula, my word, can he play some shots? And I think he's a big wicket for the Paragon Dragons. If he stays there for 6-7 overs, well, I think he'll take the game away from you.
Well, the two opening batsmen have got 207 Sabanda, Ishanaula, as you said, 191. The rest of it falls away a little bit, so they're not all in great form. The next best player is Nasir with 128. Ryan Burles just starting to get some runs. But look at those numbers there. He'll be a couple of wickets away. He'll know. Yeah, fast bowler, as you're saying, Ed, on this ground, in these conditions, 13 wickets. It's a great effort. So here we go, a slip in place. Strap yourself in, folks. Here we go.
Starts on the pads, he's looking for a run, there's a fumble. Wow. Nearly. Java just making a bit of a meal of this. It's off the pad, it goes to mid-wicket. Attempted run, the non-striker was halfway down.
That's the length he's bowled at, isn't it? That back of a length, he gets one to carry through 135 Ks and disguises the next one on the same line and length. It cuts his fingers over the top. The same there, and it just comes off, blancmanges off.
We've seen 2 slips for the Dragons today, just the one. Rashid Khan has backed his man Chatara. On the pads. Racing away, and they're off the mark of the night. The dive comes out. Has he saved that?
He has, saved too. Hazratullah, he did a run out the other day to change the match, and there he dived for his team on his left side there. What a save this. Save 2 here, Ed. Let's have a look here. Let's see how close he gets. He dives now. He starts to get the left hand out. There it is. Tucks it back in. Did really well. Of course, if he was touching the ball while his body touched the rope, it would be 4. Third umpire just checking here. This will tell us the angle for sure. Gets down, and he's got it there, and he's got rid of it. So he's not touching anything there, then he slides in the rope, so that's fine.
Excellent commitment, especially when you're trying to defend 158. And that is good work from Ashratullah, and that will also give a good boost of energy to these Paragon Dragons. Yorker kept out.
Good ball.
There's a 1 every time there. Why aren't they backing up this? You drop the ball there on the side. There's no way known the bowler is able to pick that ball up and throw the ball back. You need, if you're backing up properly, Ed, it should be, Isanullah should have taken the 1 there. It's nothing worse of missing out on a 1 and then getting out the next ball.
Down the leg side. Off the pad. Is it getting away from the field? Ashratullah. He gets the big foot. Big throw coming in. And the keeper has a shot at the stumps at the non-striker. How good has Ashratullah been?
Save 1 there. They get 3. So he saved 3 himself in this particular over. Gets the big size 14 down. Oh, yes. It's a skill. It's a skill. Mind you, my old coach Foot said, if I ever see you field the ball with a foot, he'll give me a big size 12 up the backside. But on that occasion, he probably had to really to hold his feet and to get it back in. So third man coming up in the circle. 2. We've got the deep mid on and the fine leg out. Just missed his line a little bit here, Chatara. Just got a bit too straight. He wants another one on the leg side, skipper. Yep, he wants 2 back. He wants the fine leg up in the circle. Slip out. I don't mind this field. Going to mid-wicket.
It's got to be a well-directed bouncer. And if he's going to bowl back of a length, it's got to be at the body, surely. Everybody's up on the offside. He set it up to go for the body. And let's see what happens. Back of a length, and exactly what I thought. You had to have it on target. Guided past the short third man. It's gone for 4. It's 9 without loss.
That was a bizarre change of field there for Chatara. He hasn't faced a ball, and then he had the third man up and then bowled 1 wide, and then he just cuts it away. Normally if the third man would have got that, and he only would have got 1. So sometimes bowlers and captains get what we call a bit funky in what they do, and that was that occasion. So nice start for them with the field up. Now Javed Khan comes on. Now, we haven't seen this happen too much. He bowled well in the last game.
Just to remind you, after lunch and a bit of a break, we're in Kabul, Afghanistan, the heart of Asia, for the final. Full toss on the pads in the final of the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017 5th edition. And the next 18 and a bit overs will determine who will lift the cup of this 5th edition, either the Knights or the Dragons. 159 is the target. Alongside is Dean Jones, the Silver Fox. Not a professor in my book, but a handsome man with silver hair.
Oh, Rashid Khan just misses it, got a bad bounce, and it's going to run away for Shpageeza. He had to attack it. He went for it. And unfortunately for Rashid Khan, couldn't get anything behind it. Have a look here, Ed.
Had to go for it. Because if he holds on to that, that is excellent work, and you pick up a wicket. Just bouncing before him, he can't control it, can't get any body behind it. It goes for 4. The Knights down the ground again, this time along the ground, looking to go over. I'd have the keeper up here. He's just looking to extend his arms, trying to get to the pitch of the ball. Maybe you could just put him off a bit.
Well, if he's going to bowl that straight, he needs the third man up and the mid on back. That's what he's got to do here. He only allowed 2 fieldsmen in the deep. So the third man has to come up. If he's going to bowl those lines, which is fine, he needs a bit of protection downtown. So that's exactly what Rashid Khan's done. So he's brought the third man up.
Big shot down the ground. And he only gets 1. Calling for some gloves. Perhaps the bat is turning in his hands.
Can't be that sweaty. He's only been out there for 6 minutes. Najib, who has been the best fieldsman in the tournament, as far as I'm concerned, taking the most catches. Been brilliant. Wasn't a good time to bring him in, I thought, today in the 13th over. Fielded. That's what they've got to do. They've ranked the best fielding team in the Shpageeza Cricket League, and they're showing why.
Good commitment again. Throwing their bodies around, not even letting it go for a single. Every run counts when you're trying to defend what you'd say is a slightly below par score, but it's runs on the board nonetheless. And we've seen that you can apply the brakes in the middle part. Oh, really well bowled. Beaten all ends up. End of the over. 6 off at 15 without loss. Leading wicket taker Zahir Khan 15, Rashid Khan 13. Will he have a say? Well, maybe will he pick up 4 wickets today and really lead his side across the line? Rashid Khan, Tendai Shatara featuring Muhammad Nabi was good today, picked up 2 wickets for just 19. All the top performers featuring today in the final. Down the leg side, really looking to attack the stumps. It's an extra delivery. The umpire has a bit of exercise and it's a wide.
Yeah, he's not on at the moment, Shatara. He's bowled about 3 or 4 balls already out of 7 on two straight. That angle he's got, and really they've missed out a couple of opportunities to hit it for 4. He needs to bowl more to a 4th stump line, outside off stump.
Down the wicket! Oh, hello! Shpageeza!
Well, pick the bones out of that. right into the lady stand up there, and that had a message with love on it. Gave himself a hint of room, freed the arms up, and bang, what a shot that was. Chitara is under attack.
Dino, I must say that was a fantastic shot, but I'll ask you a question. What has been your highlight in Afghanistan? First time here?
Well, I've just really enjoyed it's the people and the food, and we've seen some great cricket. I'll be honest with you, I was interested to see the standard of this T20 cricket, and it's been nothing short of outstanding. I've been most impressed.
One highlight. What is one thing? Chatarian, bouncer, that's a good delivery. What has really stood out for you? One thing, Dino, you walk, as when you board your flight tomorrow, what would you take away?
Probably the memories of five wicket off to Zahir Khan. That'll be the look. I won't. Delport's 100 was outstanding. I won't forget the Dalvat 17 off 1 over.
What are you not getting about one? I just want one highlight.
Oh, I can't. There's so many. Well, he's gone over mid-wicket here, and he's going to have a piece of Chatara. So he's got to stand up here. Chatara. It's either Rashid Khan either says, right, we'll bowl some spin at that end now, and save him for the death.
Both sides of the wicket, a fantastic shot. They went for half a dozen over cover, and now bowling on the leg side, so you can't really set a field for this. First time we've seen tonight Chatara under a little bit of pressure in the power play. Generally he's been good, he's handled it well. Got 2 more balls to see out this over. Big shot, oh, he's put him down. You hold on to that, you send a very good message.
Is it Java there, an extra cover? Yeah, it is. Got the Shane Warne, Michael Clark number on. He had to tight the time, he's jumped really well. He did everything well, he just didn't take the catch. Oh, and that would have been a big one there for Chatara. So, he'd be very upset there. 11, 12 off the over. So, now, what he's going to do here, there's no doubt about it, he's going to bowl short. Brought the third man down, the mid-on is up in the circle, has to be short.
It is, at the body, at the hip. It ends a very, very expensive over for the Dragons. It's 28 without loss. Hello everybody, we're at the Kabul International Cricket Stadium. Alongside me is Alistair Campbell. Give us a thumbs up, blow a kiss at the crowd.
What a crowd it's been as well, absolutely outstanding. Full house here at the Kabul International Cricket Stadium, and they've come to see an absolute ripper of a game, I reckon. Javid again. Isanullah has been the aggressor. 20 of just 9 deliveries. Vusi Sabanda, 4 of 10. We've seen him play like this throughout the tournament. Vusi Sabanda, he likes to get off to a sedate start and plays catch-up. Just can't get too far behind in this game. But your partner at the other end, if he's hitting it as well as Isanullah is, then it takes all the pressure off.
Slow delivery, doesn't pick it at all. And just perhaps an indication of that 4 off 11 is very difficult for Vusi Sabanda. But there have been opportunities. Rashid Khan, you'd say that's a pretty difficult one. Bounces before him. This one, you hang on to it. Man, does it send a message to the other 10 players on the field. Full toss, cut away, carved away. For a
Soloriza. He needed that, did Vusi Sabanda. Full toss, another change of pace, but on this occasion, not executed as he should have done, the bowler. And it ended up being a freebie, really. All he had to do was get it in the gap and threaded it through perfectly. Pressure release for Vusi Sabanda.
Just under 10 runs to the over. They're going at it, the Knights. They were good to really bowl well in that middle period. Short in the air. and really put pressure on the Dragons. But now the Dragons, can they emulate what the Knights did? Up, coming for a second, makes it comfortably. That'll be the difference.
As normally his go-to shot, Vusi so good on the pull shot. But on this occasion, splicing it, not getting all of it. And they make it comfortably in the end. But they're teasing the fielders here, these two. They're creating a few opportunities, and the Dragons field as well. They're not taking them.
Drop and run. It's the go-to. Oh, he's gone! He's gone! He's run out! Is that the turning point? A direct hit from the keeper.
Just when I said they weren't taking their opportunities, well, they have proved why they are the best fielding side in the tournament, the men in green. They needed a wicket. Vusi Sibanda dropped it down. The keeper picked it up. Oh, brilliant stuff. You'll have to say Isanula maybe should have been putting in the dive. Not enough commitment there, I don't think. But it's a huge wicket. He was the danger man, without a shadow of a doubt. They've made a vitally important breakthrough here. They have the Bandamere Dragons. Isanula was going great guns, was 20 of just 9 deliveries. And the wicketkeeper, well, he's pulled out a gem. It bounced nicely for him, you'd have to say. But he still had to effect the direct hit. He did it easily. That's confirmation, but he's already near the changing room as Isanula. He knows that he hasn't made his ground. 34 for 1.
.34 for 1. Rasuli. .34 for 1. I tell you what, excellent piece of fielding, good awareness from the keeper. Ikram, direct hit, out for all money. Good awareness. And now, change in the bowling. Shahidullah, pace off in the power play.
Yeah, he's up there for man of the tournament, is Shahidullah. He's had a great tournament with bat and ball. 8 wickets for him so far, and have a look at that economy under 6 to the over, average of 16. Outstanding stuff. Can he save his best for last? Can he really turn the game in favor of his team, the Dragons? He's going to be bowling the 5th over, bowling to Vusi Sibanda.
Swing, nearly an inside edge, nearly plays it onto the stumps. Vusi Sibanda hasn't quite found his rhythm. Looking to hit that over the onside, but everybody's out on the boundary. Long on and mid-wicket are waiting for that particular shot. Big shot down the ground. Where's this gone?
Shpageeza! It's just got over the ropes. Straight as a die into the side screen, but enough on it to claim the extra 2. That's better from Vusi Sibanda. Didn't try and hit this one too hard. Relied more on timing and placement and got it just right.
And again he tries it, but straight back at the bowler. A lot wider on that occasion by Shahidullah. Already 40 for 1, and we're not even into the 5th over yet. Air.
Catch!
In the air again.
Well done, well ball, well ball. Keep dot.
There's pressure on the bowler here. There's also pressure on the batters because of the good start that they've had. Now who can continue the good work without getting stuck? Looking to cut, getting it stuck a bit here, Vusi. He's got 6 already off the over. He's been good at rotating the strike. A ball to go. Will this be a successful over for Shpageeza? Looking to cut again, straight at Chatara. Can't get it away. 5 overs gone. It's 40-1.
Where's my package? Too much happening for an umpire. You're going to watch that and you're thinking no ball and all that.
Best figures, 5 for 19. Zahir Khan, 4 for 10. Rashid Khan. Totakar, when was the last time we saw him? He played for the Sharks, 4 for 17. Tonight Chatara a few days ago, 4 for 29.
Very easy to say that, dude. Umpires are under P. What I'm saying is, this situation, how does he actually
Rasuli on strike. Oh, slap down the ground. Great stuff from Rashid Khan. Really, really good commitment in the field. He had to make quite a bit of ground to his right, did the captain, and made a good save in the end.
This is some good fielding from the Dragons. They're just upping it a bit here. They're upping their fielding. They know they haven't been able to put the shackles on the Knights in terms of the runs that have been scored, but they're going to make a difference with their fielding. And that can sometimes lead to the batsmen becoming a little bit edgy when they're not getting away those half chances through the field and picking up boundaries. We've got 5 balls left in this power play. Should be one there. Comfortable. To remind you, the Dragons got about 47 or 48 in their first 6 overs in the power play for no wickets down. In fact, 51 for no loss. But man, did they slow down between a 6th over to the 20th. Down the wicket. Does he get the gap? Yes, he does. It's another.
Vusi Sabanda at his very best. Just waltzing down the wicket, giving himself a bit of room and piercing the gap between extra cover and mid-off perfectly. Really, really good stroke. There he is, just a shimmy down the wicket. And then at the last minute, putting a bit of body into it. There we go, and off his feet. Really, really good shot. Kept his form nicely, and the striking zone was perfect.
No!
Just a reminder, 51 for no loss the Dragons had in their first 6 overs in the power play. 2 balls to go in this one, 45 for 1. It's totally a different game when it comes to those middle overs, especially when the spinners come into their own, when you still have to start picking gaps. Good delivery at the stumps. Nothing much you can do with that.
Good comeback, good comeback.
Will it be a battle of the Khans? That's how we build it. When we were talking prior to the game starting, Zahir Khan has definitely had his say in this game. First ball, he got rid of Hazratullah when he came on to bowl. Is Rashid Khan going to have the same effect in this Missy Ainak's innings? He's led his team really well in the tournament. Has been aggressive in his captaincy. Flicked away on the leg side. There is protection out there. Should just be the one. So there we have it. End of the power play. End of 6. 46 for 1.
comparison. Dragons 51 without loss. Now the Knights 46 for 1. Short! Man out there in the deep. It goes to Rashid Khan. You said it's going to be the battle of the Khans. When will he have an opportunity to bowl? Will he be as effective? Will he have the potency that Zahir Khan had?
22 of 25 for Vusi Sabanda. Needs to just up the ante somewhat. Rasuli yet to really get going. Shahidullah now has the benefit of a few more men on the boundary. He only has to have 4 in the circle. We also talked about Mohammad Nabi before play started today. We recognised his bowling in this tournament, and he didn't disappoint today. However, just hasn't had the time in the middle or scored the requisite runs he would have expected, and it's today the day that he comes in a tricky situation and gets his team over the line. Remains to be seen. All fine at the moment. Smiles all round. That'll soon change. They lose a couple of wickets. Where will he bat himself? Will he come in next at number 4, or will he come further down the order?
See, they have so many options. They've got Ryan Pearl, they've got Sakinder Raza, they've got Nabi. There's still a lot of batting to come for the Knights. Oh, how is that missed? Looking to cut. It's too close.
Giving himself room, trying to find the gap on the offside. Bowls with a little slingy action to Shahidullah. So when he does put a bit of pace on it, tends to stay down, doesn't bounce. Again, not able to find the gap. So end of 7 overs, 48 for 1. There's the comparisons for you. 51 for none. The Dragons were. Knights 46 for 1. And then overs 7 to 14. Well, 56 for 3. So can they do better in the middle overs? That'll be the key to whether they can win this game or not. The Knights, they were 51 for 4 in the last 5 overs. Went to 10 to the over, so you're not too worried about wickets there. It was that middle section that they didn't do well enough. That's 7 to 14. Muslim Musa. 7 matches in the tournament thus far. He's played all of them. 5 wickets. Economy rate of under 7 to the over. He does that today. His team are very close to winning. Just needs to make sure that he's on the money straight away. Rasuli 2 of 5. Vusi Sabanda 22 of 28. Ed Rainsford has left the booth. Dean Jones alongside. What do you make of proceedings thus far?
Well, I enjoyed the kiss on the way out from Ed. That was a lot of fun. But really, no, it's even money game, isn't it? It really is. But you look at it, 9 overs for 56 for 3. It was an interesting graphic that we had up. You know, that business tough from the 7th to the 16th overs. You know, they struggled a little bit, it must be said. And now Muslim Musa, who I think is a very good player. And I'm expecting him to do a few things in this game. He's got a few little tricks. Only 35 runs were scored in the last 4. Now, we've got the graphic here, and everything's right except for the 15th to the 20th, because they call that the death overs. But really, the coaches say it's 16 to 20, the last 4 overs. But nevertheless, they still got 10 runs and over. That's cool. I'm not worried about wickets. You take 51 off the last 5 in the air, and it just got over the top. Now, looking for 2, and there almost was. Well done to Najib. He's a very good fieldsman, that lad. So you take 10 runs in the last, there's the 50 up, you take 10 runs and over in the last 5, wouldn't you, Alistair? So they sort of finished it off really well. But my point is, I think this pitch will get slower and slower. The biggest problem is if this ball gets lost through a 6 and they have to bring out a harder ball, a newer ball. Now, they only get one here. But something, I feel that Muslim Musa will do something here.
They were going along okay. The last 2.5 overs or so have not been so good for the Mr. Ainak Knights. Current run rate is just over 6.5 to the over. That means the required rate is just under 9s. And that's how quickly it can creep up.
There he is. He's just bowling a bit straighter. Bit disappointed with Chitara the way he started. They hurt him early. But this boy here, I tell you what, lucky he got bat on that, would have been LBW. So he's looking to get wickets. But you're right now it's nearly up to 9. It's coming up to 9 now. This game is just starting to sort itself out now. We're in the business end now. 50-50 game. Oh, did he get a bit of bat on? Chance for a run out. He's got him. He's hit the stumps. We're going to go upstairs without doubt. Did he plonk his batting without grounding it? He hasn't asked for the third umpire yet. So that will conclude the over. 8 overs gone. It's 51 for 1. Well, he's got the most sixes there. Askar Stanikzai with 16. Isanullah, 13, of course. Sayed, he's been up there. They're all the big names. They're all the players that are playing in this particular top 5. Top 5 batsmen there in this final have hit the most sixes. Well, there you go. And this game is about power. And it's about someone shutting them down. Shahidullah, who he's had a very, very good tournament. 8 wickets to his name.
15 balls since the last boundary.
Well ball.
That one straight back to the bowler. They're digging themselves into a hole here, these two. They need to recognise the situation. You cannot leave yourself too much to do at the end. They're only 1 wicket down, but they're getting strangled.
Looking big. Oh, he got all of that. Oh, you just heard the sound of the bat. Shpageeza.
It needed to happen. It needed to happen. They needed to break the shackles. And it's Rasuli that comes to the party. Up in the slot from Shahidullah, and he follows through beautifully. There is a man out there. That didn't matter because it cleared him by a long, long way. Great strike.
Chance for a run out. Rashid too deep. He knows it. He sat back a little bit. He can't afford to have the cover sitting back. It's not like him to do that. Now he's coming in a bit closer. Thought he went to sleep there a little bit, the skipper. He can't be sitting on the line. Oh, he nearly got caught. Did he try to sweep that into his foot? And Ikram nearly got there.
Good ball.
Oh, did it bounce? He thought he caught it. He thought he actually hit it into his foot on the full.
Yes.
Quick single, Rashid there. Chance. Oh, it just misses.
What a pickup. One-handed and through in one motion as well. He really is a terrific fielder, Rashid Khan. Have a look at this. There's the pickup.
Good ball, Shahid.
And I'll tell you what, was going to be very close indeed.
Gee, you got to dive, don't you? When it's like that, as a batsman, you can't afford to run out now. There's a one there, but you need to dive. Oh, not get an easy one down the ground. So, 9 overs gone. It's 60 for 1. Oh, we got a game for you. It's the final of the Shpageeza Cricket League, proudly sponsored by Alakazay Cola. The the Paragon Dragons. Looking for 2 there. Won't get them, I don't think. Now this run rate, Alistair, just starting to creep up. Now we're over 9.
Yeah, you can't afford too many overs that go for 5 and 6. You do that, that run rate climbs big time. And suddenly, before you know it, it's up over 10s. And when it's in double digits, it's always tough.
Hikes it away, that's close, yes, wicket. Paragon Dragons, I told you about this guy, Muslim Musa. He's got better and better as the tournament's progressed. And his thought process is, if the batsmen miss, I'm going to hit the stumps.
Well, he's a bit bemused. Bushy Sabana reckons it's a bit high. This will give us a better indication of that. He's down on bent knee. And tell you what, touch and go, wouldn't it clip the bails? The umpire reckons he's the only bloke that means anything when he puts the index finger up in the air. Sabanda gone for 24, 61 for 2 now.
Nasir Jamal comes to the crease here. He's starting to get some runs. He's got 128 strike rate there, 128 runs there. And of course, the big problem here now for the Knights is their major batsmen have made most of the runs. Has been Sabanda and Isanulla. Now they're out. And they still need to make nearly another 100 runs. The reason why he's here, a height factor, I can understand that, but did he give him out on line? Who knows? He was collapsing a little bit in that back leg, but the umpire thought it was good enough for me. Musa. Little work on the leg side. They're looking for 2. They won't get them. Been a good tournament here for Sabanda. He's just been dismissed. 231 runs for him. He's been really good. Had a great tournament for him. Now, this is exactly what Paragon Dragons want. When you're creeping up over 9 and over, 2 batsmen relatively new at the crease, and now they've got to put the foot down, Alistair. God, I hate to play this game. If I'm not opening, I don't want to play. I think it's so hard on the middle order batsmen, I really do. Rashid Khan.
He'll be relishing coming on to bowl, and he won't. Well, he'll be on very shortly, I reckon. Maybe the next over, in the 11th over. That's when he likes to introduce himself, and when the batting team need 10 and over, tailor-made for him to come and cause mayhem.
Slow ball, only 1. Gee, it's been a good over here from Musa from the Paragon Dragons. This game will go to the wire, folks. Trust me. The way it's been set up, of course, Paragon Dragons were 75 for 1 after 10 overs. In comparisons, the crowd is just enjoying a full house here at Kabul International Cricket Stadium. No run there. What an over that was from Musa. 10 overs gone. It's 63 for 2. It's a full house here. Yeah, it's got heaps of people outside. Cannot get anyone in. Now, that's it. We can't get any more. The ladies stand. They're loving the game. They really are. And what a final have we got in show for you. Now, cometh the man. Cometh the hour for the captain, the great Rashid Khan. Look at those numbers. Just a tick over under 6 economy rate. 13 wickets. If he picks up a couple of wickets, I reckon they'll win the game here, Paradon Dragons. He's got to slip in play. He's got 9.5 runs to play with per over. Here he comes. Good start, only one off as we welcome the beautiful, the only one from Zimbabwe, Mr. Ed Ransford.
Good ball, good ball.
Thank you, Dino. You've just had too many kind words for me. And I'm not complaining.
Well, I am absolutely loving it here. Amazing scenes here. I've been so happy to see the growth of cricket in this region. It's been a lot of fun being here in Kabul, and the love of this game now. Oh, it's only going to get bigger and better. So Nasser Jamal, will he take on Rashid? Pulls it away, there'll be a man out there. Well attacked. Oh, and only one there. That was, love the way he attacked it out there.
Rashid Khan, can you have an effect as if you are Zaire Khan with the ball? 3 wickets for nothing. Can you do that? Can you turn the game around? Can you produce some sort of magic for the Dragons?
Get a quick one down the ground. They're looking for 2, and they're coming. Throws at the wrong end. Oh, direct hit, that might be out. Oh, wow. It's T20 cricket at its best. And I think the batsman thinks he's out here. They've gone upstairs, Ed.
They spoke about it probably in the huddle. How perhaps yesterday we won a game without picking up many wickets, but our fielding will make a difference, a huge difference. Have a look at this for a piece of fielding, all the way from the deep, bang out. Oh, direct hit is always close.
So here it is there, direct hit, he's out. And why doesn't he dive? It would have made it there, Ed. So he'll have to go. Terrific fielding from the best fielding team in the competition. And Nasser Jamal goes for 2. It's 66 for 3. The experienced one, Sikandar Raza, comes out now. 66 for 3. What? Look, let's have a look. How quick is? Quit pretty fast. Got a good turn. He came back. He thought, he might have thought he was throwing at the other end, but a direct hit. But for me, he's got to learn to dive, these batsmen of today. What a throw.
I asked you at the beginning or at the build-up today, Dino, how many games have you watched with only 1 wicket being taken and the team wins?
Hazratullah. Who else? He's taken a brilliant run out yesterday, another brilliant run out today, and saves runs early. What a performance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got him! Oh, there we go! It's the king of Afghanistan, Rashid Khan.
If you wanted a final, this is one you do not want to miss. The Khans are ruling the roost. Rashid Khan, oh my goodness, he's turning the game on its top. Through the gate, doesn't pick it. It goes into middle stump. Oh yes, get the wings out.
So Rasuli goes, he's made 16, and now the Knights are in all sorts of trouble. They're 66 for 4. Well, the Zimbabwean comes out to bat now, but the reason why he's here, didn't pick it, wrong length, beat him for pace, beat him everywhere. If he had a door that's 4 foot wide, he wouldn't have hit it, and he struggled, just got done. So now Ryan Burl, who's been in really good nick of late, and this is exactly what he needs to have here, this type of position that actually make him really as a player. He's a good player, but a good performance here can really help him for future international finals.
Well, the pressure's on. No doubt about it. Rashid Khan, 1 for 3.
Rashid Khan, they're on a team hat trick. We've had a run out and the next one bowled. This is cool. I like what Ryan Burl's doing here, just slowing everything down. Here we go. Oh, he's asking LBW, pitched outside leg stump. Oh, they're going to get a leg by here. Oh, there might be 4. Oh, fielded. Oh, it's all happening here at Kabul.
Perfect delivery first up. Just missing the line and the length by probably 2 inches. You'd think that was adjacent, so that's a good decision by the umpire. Missing leg stump. I think you got to go again, Rashid. Bowl the leg break again.
Well, he's just on top. They're colliding the follow-through like Abdul Qadir. Well, what an over. 11 overs gone. It's 68 for 4.
Mohammed Nabi, what are you thinking, brother? Had a conversation at the toss. Perhaps is the day that he really gets them over the line. You never know. He's a cool customer. So cool. I wish I was Mr. Cool like Mr. Nabi. No, not a great deal of pressure.
They've got a lot of aces still left in it because Nabi can go bang. We know that Dalit Zadman can hit it to all parts. And these 2 guys can go hard as well. So this game is still in the balance for me. Paragon Dragons cannot think they've won this game. They have still a lot of ammunition still in the shed here. Knights, do not back off here. So, Muslim Musa, geez, 2 overs, 1 for 6 he's got, bowling his 3rd now. Sikandar Raza facing his first ball, 2 batsmen on Nord. Spells trouble though for Knights. Oh, quick single. They'll have a throw at the stumps. Well backed up again by Najib.
Required run rate, a shade over 10. In the power play, they were going close to 10 runs and over, but man, the wickets, 4 wickets have really pegged them back, and it's because there's been excellent fielding. The run-outs, and also Rashid Khan has been so good with the ball. Well, now, 8 and a bit overs separate these teams from lifting some silverware. Who wants it more?
Round the wicket here for Muslim. That'll be a wide. Oh, he got a good hand on it, and they'll get an extra 1 as well. That's a poor delivery.
That could have been 5 wides. Excellent from the keeper. Ikram. Poor effort by the bowler, but then the keeper gets a glove on it. That would have undone some good work by the fielding and bowling unit. Just need to maybe just realize where they are, the Dragons. Another wicket here with the amount of pressure they're building.
Yeah, it's creeping up. It's 10 runs and over. Knock, knock. Look out. And needing 10 runs and over halfway through, you're in a bit of trouble. Looking to go big. There's someone out there. Is it out? Oh, he's touched the rope. He's pushed it over, and it's us. Shpageeza.
Their fielding has been so good. This is where you need to be very aware of where you are in the field. The modern day cricketer generally hangs on to this, but he wants to use 2 hands, and the momentum pushes him back for half a dozen.
Yeah, when in doubt, he should have palmed it back into the middle. I know it's very hard. He did know where the rope was. Oh, and he's got one kicking and bouncing, Muslim Musa. Just to hit that shot. It's his 2nd ball. He's hit it over extra cover for 6. They've got courage, haven't they? Look at that ball kick hitting up near the stickers of the bat. It's that slow off cutter he gets bounced with, Ed. It's a good skill to have. They're out of their seats, the girls. In the air, finds it 4. We got a game on. You cannot think that the Knights will throw this away. They've got some very experienced players still left.
Muslim Musa, you've got to understand where the game is at now. You've got to understand that these Knights are not going to go down without a fight. You've also got to understand the work that has got them into the position of picking up 4 wickets and maybe winning the game. Ill discipline with the wide, the previous over, gone for 6. With third man up in the circle, you've got to bowl at the body.
Change up, nice drive, only get 1. She's a good player, Savannah. Sikandar, apologies. Started with S, ended with R. So there it is there. 13 runs when I went to school there. They only need 10 and over, so they're actually helping for the next over. See, so they don't have to go that hard on Rashid Khan. Around the wicket to Ryan Burl. And a dot ball, a welcome one. 12 overs gone, 82 for 4. There it is there, there's the equation there. So they'll need just a tick over 9 and over. Now Rashid Khan to come on. Now I did say if he gets more than 2 wickets out, I think they'll win the game, but he's only got 1 at the moment. Skipper just organising his troops. Will they take a chance on Rashid Khan? I've got a feeling Sikandar might. Why do I feel that, Ed? We're about to find out. Beautiful shot. They should get 2 there. They run the first one hard. They do.
The thing about Sikandar is that he's such a positive player. He wants to take the ball or grab the bull by the horns and really want to score. And that's what Rashid Khan wants. He wants you to play in his hands because he's also an attacking bowler. He's a very clever bowler, quick through the air. You've got to have your wits about you.
Quick one there, they won't mind that. I personally think that, well, we've got the left-hander on strike here, Ryan Burl, but does he sweep a lot, Ed? Do you need the 45? Can they have better off in having a mid-wicket or a forward square to stop that ball on the leg side? They like to stop the odd one here. Get those fieldsmen in the game, in the inner ring. Reverse, in the air, it'll spin away, it'll run away for at least 2. It's a very slow outfield down the bottom down there. And guess who? Hazratullah.
Getting a little bit frantic, the 2 Zimbabweans at the crease, a left and right-hand combination. Looking to go for the reverse sweep. Was he thinking it was a googly? Did he pick it?
Quick single, and they make it easy. Good batting, good response by Sikandar.
Good ball. Well done, Rashid.
Well, it's been a great example of how good this Shpageeza Cricket League has been. It's been a terrific game, a terrific final. We still don't know who's going to win this.
I think there's a twist. There's a huge twist around the corner. I don't know who's going to do it, but it's going to come out of the blue. It could go down to the wire where both teams are going to be left on their knees.
It's his second over. Do you bowling one more or do you hold him back?
Hold him back. That's what I think. Bring Chatara back for an over.
Well, he's just got the ball. So 13 overs gone. Don't go away, folks. We've got a big game here. 90 for 4. Wafada comes on. Look at the comparison. Still behind the Knights. They're 9 runs, almost probably 1 over behind.
And 2 wickets.
Wickets aren't a concern for me, really. I think it's the runs at this stage. So, it's had a pretty good tournament, Wafada. Oh, nearly got through.
Very good bowler is Wafada, and you expect him to bowl through until the end. He's got excellent change-ups. This is one of them. Oh my goodness, how has that missed?
He's been working on his backlift a fair bit in the last couple of days or so, Ryan Bell. He's trying to get himself into a good position, looking to launch down the ground. His bat used to get stuck a little bit behind himself. Oh, and he's got a bat on that, and what a take. Oh, take a bow, Ikram Alikal. What an effort that was. Brilliant performance.
Yeah, they're throwing their bodies around, but it's the second time he's done this. He's definitely saved 5 wides the ball before. This one, he's saved 4 byes, definitely. Fellow commentator thinks he's got some bat on it, so saved 4 runs.
Doesn't matter where their byes are off the bat. He saved 4, didn't he? Something's about to happen. Oh, now if he hits, he's out. Oh, he won't throw it. No one was backing up. Now that was a very, he had a little look.
Afraid to let it go. It's trust. You have to have trust out there. Every opportunity counts. Raza, I think now, because of where he is, 16 off 8, he's just his presence and the way he's got those 16 runs will just give the Paragon Dragons a little bit of uncomfortability out there.
Now, it's interesting now, he's quite happy to release it here, to sit back on the ring now, the skipper, Rashid Khan. I'm still not a big advocate of that, as you know. So, 1 more to the total. Target 159. They're trying to load up some wickets and they're doing that very well. They've still got 2 magnificent hitters of the ball. Dalat to come in, Nabi to come in. This game is set up beautifully. In the air, there's someone there. Oh, he's going to struggle. Oh, he took it. How did he take that? I'm just really still worried about the ball actually landing the ball on the ground. Muslim Musa there. We'll have to have a little look at the replay. But in the movement, did he touch the ball on the ground?
All right, Ryan Ball is making his way off the ground, and let's not spoil the moment. I think he's fine. He's perfectly fine. Well in control. Ryan Ball, disappointment. Another one bites the dust. 92 for 5.
Well, Muhammad Nabi comes in and welcomed by Rashid Khan, having a bit of a hug and a kiss. He's a very, very good play. He absorbs it. He loves pressure like this. He loves it. He said, bring it on. And he's going to have to bring his A game here, Ed, as you know. So now we've got the required rate getting up close to 11. Secunda Raza in their strike rate. He's a banger. He can hit it to all parts. 152.
Well, not enough runs, 52, but the strike rate speaks volumes. Last ball of the 14th. Can it be a dot ball or a wicket?
It's a nice drive down the ground, and what an over that was from Wafadat. Brilliant performance from him. And now, that should be the end of the over. The umpire's conferring it, it is. 14 overs gone, it's 93 for 5. Six overs to go, and we're almost into the happy hour. This game is set up beautifully. Just one good over, I tell you, this game will do a flip. We'll do a flip in a heartbeat. Rashid Khan comes on.
Dino, I disagree with this. I think Chatara should have bowled. But he may prove me wrong and get Secunda Raza out, but I would rather leave Rashid Khan with 2 overs at the back end. Massive.
Dot ball.
Well bowling, Rashid!
He's a fantastic bowler, and his presence out there. Oh, goes past the outside edge. And Raza won't mind this because it's okay. If he doesn't get out in this over, it's fine. But the follow-up bowlers here, will those be the ones that Muhammad Nabi tears apart? That's why I think Chatara should have bowled.
Good point, Ed. I'm sort of leaning with you on this one. No run, there's 3 dot balls. What, these are just absolute gold they are. It's gone up to 12 now, the required run rate. And I have no doubt Secunda, rightly said by you, is he will line up a couple of other bowlers. He doesn't want to take on Rashid. Oh, he's looking for one. So now this is smart, experienced batting, because he knows he can fix it up later on down the match against other bowlers. So this is okay to a certain degree, but I tell you what, you need to bring your A game later on, or the game's over.
Oh, the crowd. We really appreciate you out here.
So skipper to skipper. Quick one on the offside. Easy if they like. They're not taking a risk on Rashid Khan. They're keeping him quiet.
2 runs. 2 runs off the over. Required 12.
Pulls it away. They'll only get 1. And that will complete the 15th over. It's 96 for 5. Goodbye, Ed.
Champions of the world!
63 of 30 balls. 200% strike rate plus. The Worms, I tell you what, there is a gap between them, but that does not matter because the Knights have wickets in hand. That Worm at any time can start creeping up. Nabi and Raza at the crease, and as there's a change in the bowling, change in stats, I bring in Alistair Campbell into the commentary booth. Sweep shot! Where's this gone, Alistair?
What a shot! What a piece of improvisation from Secunda Raza. He's got inside the line and just scooped it over the man. That short fine leg, terrific stroke, has brought the crowd alive. 59 of 29, it's a tall order, and they're going to need a few more of these. But he can do it, Sikandar Raza. He's a really gifted cricketer. Have a look at that. All the skill in the world. You'd have to say the ball pitched exactly in the right location, but he still had to execute and did it perfectly.
Well bowled, well bowled. No, he's looking for a wide, but his smart movement within the batting crease made him get in line with the ball. Maybe he's thinking maybe height. Oh, come on now, Raz. What are you looking for? Wide, looking for the big expansive cut.
Geez, missed out there. He just tried to hit it too hard. Third man is up inside the circle. Yes, it is the slower ball, but he had waited for it. He just didn't make the contact. Wow, after playing so well the first delivery, 2 dot balls has really hurt them. Shafiq Stanixai, the CEO of Afghanistan Cricket Board, middle of the picture, looking on intently. He can be very proud of the show that's been put on here. There we go, that's better. That's better, there's nobody down there. Short and wide again, this time. He doesn't get all of it, Sikandar Raza, healthy edge, but he'll take the result nonetheless.
He's letting down the bowling, fast bowling club here, Wafada. He's bowled 2 deliveries that have not been taken advantage of. And this one isn't still taken advantage of. It's actually an outside edge. But your field does not warrant a ball to be outside the off stump with that type of length. You've got to be better than that. Raza making amends. 4 with the first ball and just picked up another boundary now. 55 off 26.
Yeah, that's in the gap again, another boundary. Well, here we go, Sikandar Raza is on fire now. This time a full toss, over-correcting Wafada. And again, it goes sailing off the bat for 4.
I mentioned it, Alistair, I just thought that Rashid Khan should have bowled Shatara, because now he has to go to his second option, Wafada, who's missing his length on 3 occasions. 12 runs off the over. This one, dismissive.
Can he strike another boundary? Opts for a single. So it's a decent one. 13 from it. 4 remaining now. 109 for 5. Right, so this is a very interesting move from Rashid Khan. He's going to bowl himself. This is the 17th over, and that means he'll be finished after this. Should he have kept himself for a bit later? If he gets a wicket here, that won't matter. If he bowls an over that goes for less than 8 or 10, that won't matter, because the equation from there on in will be very steep for the Knights. What can they do in this over? How are they going to attack Rashid Khan?
Yes, yes!
Looking for a single. Good backing up by Mohammad Nabi. And again, the play is, we will not give Rashid Khan anything. And that's why he's going at 4 runs and over, which is absurd in T20 cricket. And perhaps has Rashid Khan maybe bowled himself a little bit too early? Because if he's going at 4 runs and over now, can you tell me that these batsmen are still going to get 4 runs from me in the last 2 overs? Ook is going to defend this total.
I reckon he thinks we can break this partnership. That means he'll open up an end and give them their best chance of winning. But he has to get either Nabi or Raza out. That's why he's bowling now. Sweep shot, beats the man at short fine leg. He's after it, but to no avail. A lovely touch sweep from Mohamed Nabi and a much-needed boundary.
Delicate. Pace on the ball, picks it. It's a very good option. That's what experience brings for you. And you just got to save your legs.
3 balls left in the over. Yeah, happy just to rotate the strike. Now that they've got that boundary, if they can just take another couple of singles off the remaining 2 deliveries, I think they would have achieved what they set out to do at the beginning of the over. Try and get 7 or 8 and not lose a wicket. And that'll give us our best chance of winning. If we need 42 off 18, that's doable.
Simple cricket, really. 43 off 19 now. The pressure's going to be on the rest of the bowlers. Just come back to the point that can you take risks in the last 2 overs against their best bowler, who's now bowled out. The onus will be on Chatara and the men that will try and support him.
Oh, happy to dig it out and take a single. I thought so. It's panned out exactly as we thought it might do. 42 they'll need off 18, 17 bowled, 117 for 5. Chatara, 2 overs, none for 19. He's going to have to bowl his remaining 2 to finish out this innings and try and win the game for his team, the Bandar Amir Dragons. Javed Khan, 3 overs, none for 18. Kamal, 3 overs, none for 17. And Muslim Musa as well. Who is going to bowl the penultimate over is the question. Will it be Muslim Musa? Will it be Javed? We know that Chatara is going to have to bowl his 2, therefore he'll bowl this one, which will be the 18th, and he'll bowl the 20th as well. He's bowled so well at the death, Tendai Chatara. He's bowled so well in the tournament thus far. Got a very, very good change of pace. He's deceived quite a few batsmen with that slower ball of his. And he's going to have to call on all his experience under pressure here.
Fine leg and 3rd man in the circle, and they're pretty square. Big shot! Big, Alistair. What is that?
Shpageeza! What a way to start the over. Brilliant stroke. It was right up in the slot, you'd have to say, from Chatara. Not the greatest of deliveries. And he's cleared the front leg and heaved it over long on. Lovely stroke from Mohamed Nabi. Cometh the hour, cometh the man, maybe.
And it's come off the toe of the bat. Mohamed Nabi, 13:05. Have you missed the trick, Captain?
Well, the umpire's just having a look at the ball. Maybe it's been knocked out of shape by Mohamed Nabi. They're going to bring out the scissors, maybe just a bit of stitching that's come loose. I don't think there'll be any dramas. They'll be able to sort that. Here's the Azizi Bank maximum. First ball of the Chatara over, cleared the front leg, heaved it away over the onside. As you mentioned, Ed didn't get all of it off the toe of the bat. Imagine it hit the middle. He hits it a long, long way, does Mohamed Nabi. He's a big man. As we mentioned earlier as well, hasn't really come to the party with the bat in this competition. Is this the time that he steps up and wins it for his team? Well, looks like that's irreparable, the ball. Therefore, the 3rd umpire will present a box of goodies that they can choose another ball from. Will that ball, the new ball, make a difference? That doesn't really matter in the minds of these blokes here. Rashid Khan, Tendai Chatara, the think tank. They're trying to work out where to bowl and where to have the field.
Yeah, I think it's also very clever from Tendai Chatara. Just slow the game down. Have a little chat, have a little think, have a different mindset. Just stop this momentum, stop this flow of runs. Yeah, you've just got to maybe just slow it down a little bit. Maybe have a discussion with the captain. Mind games. Here we go. You've been good at the death, Tendai Chatara, but this man you missed by margins. He'll make you pay.
that's in the block hole. That's better from Chitara, but it's in the gap from Mohamed Nabi, and they'll be able to come back for two pretty easily in the end. The equation comes down further, 34 off 16.
I'm going to bring out my crystal ball here and say there will be 30 runs needed off the next 2 overs, and the 19th over will go for about 12 or 13, and then you're going to need 14 off the last over. Then it's all interesting. Well, that's my crystal ball.
Rightio, just taking his time, Mohamed Nabi, doing some housekeeping, making sure the gloves are on perfectly. Maybe just catching his breath as well after the two they've just run. Oh, there he goes, over extra cover, another boundary. He's on fire here, is Mohamed Nabi.
Shpageeza! The crowd are being entertained. The owners are smiling. Oh, those nervous smiles. We're down to 30 or 15. Do you keep putting the foot on the accelerator, Mohamed Nabi? Or do you go for one that isn't quite there? What happens now? Down the ground, and he'll pick up one and get Raza on strike. Good cricket.
Wow, it's going down to the wire. 13 of this Chitara over, still 2 balls remaining. If they can really maximise here, find another boundary in these last 2 deliveries, well, they would have given themselves a big chance in these last 2 overs to get over the line and win the game. Here he goes, Chitara. What's up his sleeve? Yorker or slower ball? Slower ball, ping down the ground. They're thinking of 2, no, just the 1. Really good fielding.
Okay, in the grand scheme of things, it's an expensive over. 14 off it with a ball to go. Right. What then? The follow-up bowler. Can you maybe have a really, really good over? The Knights are on the charge.
Good stuff, really good stuff. Probably should have done a little better, Tendai Chitara. Should have stopped that. He parries it and it's a single. So 2 overs remaining now, 132 for 5.
Javed Khan, 3 overs for 18. Well, economical. Does that tell you a story, Alistair? Can he go for 6 runs and over in this over?
He's going to be under huge pressure. Really is, Javed Khan. Just making sure that he's got his field right, but this bloke in picture, Rashid Khan, in our estimation up here, should be bowling this over. We reckon he's bowled out 1 over or 2 overs too early. And now this crucial over is going to be bowled by Javed Khan, the penultimate over of the innings. Here he goes, bowling to Mohamed Nabi.
That's a good Yorker. Oh, it's a dot ball. Oh, the Knights. Little bit of pressure, excellent delivery, follows him. Brilliant.
Yeah, good skills under pressure. He'll have a few nerves about him, will Javed Khan, bowling to one of the senior statesmen in Afghanistan cricket. Well, there we go, that's up in the air, maximum! You can't bowl there, Javed Khan on a length, and Mohamed Nabi swats it away.
210 Shpageezas. Tried something different. Length delivery, Mohamed Nabi. Shpageeza!
Yeah, I knew straight away as that came off the bat, there was the little swagger down the pitch. He knew he had got all of it. He knew he had got the 6 that was required, and now it's 21 off 10. Surely you have to back the batting side at this stage. They need a wicket.
No, Alistair. Oh, no. He's got 6 there. He'll have to really get another 11 to leave 10 off the last over, which is doable and pretty good. I still feel there's a twist in this over. There's something that's got to give. It's just gone too perfectly for the Knights. I feel there's something about to give.
That's up in the air. Got him! Edward Rainsford, you called it. Something was going to happen. It was another attempted Yorker, a low full toss. He did well to get it as far as he did, Mohamed Nabi. Again, the bottom of the bat, but this time not long enough, and he perishes.
Ah, the crystal ball. Oh, hello. A little twist. You can't keep going. But they want to have a check. What are they checking? Is it a no ball? And he's sticking around. Or is it a discussion? Or is it the final discussion? Probably just having a word with Raza. You've got to see it through to the end. He's gone for 27 off 12, 138 for 6. There we go, Tendai Chatara. 34 in his 3. 1 for 22 for Rashid Khan Wafada, 1 for 16. It'll be about who bowls the last over. I think Javeed Khan is going to see this over out through, and he's going to do it for his team. It's about the man that bowls the 20th, Alistair. Do you want to be that man?
Tendai Chatara is that man, and he's used to doing it. That's his job, he knows. That he has got the responsibility of bowling at the back end of the innings. It hasn't been his greatest day, you'd have to say. 3 overs, none for 34 at this stage. So there's a bit of repair work being done to the fielders out there, right off the bottom of the bat. As I said, I'm surprised he got it that far, but it was a hugely important wicket, and what a catch. What a catch under pressure. Ramat Shah, the man down there at long on. Really good effort. Right, so 21 off 9 deliveries. Sikandar Raza is still there. They crossed, means he'll take strike. Daulat Zadran is the new man to the crease. Who can forget what he did in the last over 3 days ago?
The danger here for Raza is that because there's been a Shpageeza and a wicket, does he feel he needs to keep up with the over? Does he need to look for a big shot? Does he trust Daulat Zadran with maybe 2 balls to spare? Rotation of strike, 2 runs. There's too many things going through his head right now. It's about picking the right option.
You bowlers overcomplicate things. There's only one thing going through his mind, and that is to find the boundary. If he has to improvise, so be it. Otherwise, he's looking to find the boundary. That's all you can do. 21 off 9, Zadran can hit the ball. He'll know that. He just needs to pick a spot, knowing full well that Javeed is bowling Yorkers. What is he going to do? What is going to be going through his mind? Oh, he's tried to flay it away on the offside, and they'll come through for a single. Change of pace from Javeed. Good effort that. Causes the miss hit, and just the 1 run ensues.
All right, 2 balls to go. Daulat Zadran, the big man. Oh, he played some fantastic shots the other day. But to come in, there's pressure, it's a final, there's expectations. And the bowler has got a bit of confidence in this over, but it's marginal. It's marginal, you've got to get it right.
There he goes down the ground, 4! What a shot from Daulat Zadran. We know what he can do. We know how destructive he can be at the back end of an innings. He doesn't need any sighters straight away. He clouts it down the ground. He's a strong lad, only a couple of bounces and away for 4.
Margins. Misses them. And an easy hit. It's his first ball. And he gets it out the middle of the bat. What a final.
16 of 7. They get another boundary here. They need 12 off the last. Surely they would back themselves to do that. He needs a wicket, and at most just to concede a single here. Swung away for more. Dawlat Zadran, you beauty. The crowd go wild. They'll only need 12 off the last over. 147 for 6. What an end to a final. They've been on the edge of their seats all day, have this huge crowd here in Kabul. And this is the last delivery, swung away by Dawlat Zadran, eludes the fielder and crashes into the boundary boards for 4. Well, when he woke up this morning, Tendai Chatara, did he think he would have to defend 12? Here we go.
Oh, it's a great delivery. Looking for 2, the man's coming in as he goes. No! What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, this is poor cricket.
Sikandar Raza wasn't even looking, put his head down and ran. Dawlat Zadran wanted the glory, wanted the strike. And oh no, what has the fielder done? He had the simplest of conversions, needed to just throw it to the keeper or the bowler. He's thrown it in the middle of the pitch and over the bowler's head. Pressure, 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 what it does to you.
Oh, but how much do we love this game? It's going down to the wire, 10 or 5. That was a huge moment in the game, but Raza's back on strike. For the bowler, it's all about margins. And for the batsman, it's about picking the right option.
Really good stuff from Tendai Chatara. Under pressure, he's executed beautifully. He needed the perfect Yorker, and he's delivered it. Have a look at that. Doesn't get any better than that.
Would you love to be the batter or the bowler right now, Campbell? Where would you want to be?
Batsman. It's up in the air. They're going to come back again for 2. Will this be a better return? Yes, it is! They've made amends. Excellent stuff from the outfield. And I think you'll find that Sikandar Raza's run out, and that means that the new batsman will be on strike as well.
Batsman, you got to get the skates on. He wants the strike. The throw is better. Out by miles. The game is twisting. The game is twisting. And the Dragons, they're getting the fire-breathing Dragons going. It's 40 of 29, very entertaining, 150 for 7. Nine off three to lift the trophy. 9 runs for the Knights, 3 balls and maybe 3 wickets, or however you want to do it for the Dragons. How much have they fought? Tendai Chatara has been good in this over. He's got 3 balls to see them over the line.
Ibrahim Zadran, who tries to play the sweep shot, will get the single. So it's as simple as that. Dawlat Zadran, what have you got in your tank? 8 off 2. 2 boundaries. 6 and a 4, 4 and a 4. Take your pick, but it has to go there twice.
Well, Tendai Chatara has been executing the Yorker really well. Does he change it? You know these bowlers, they're always thinking outside the box. For me, get it back in the block hole.
Oh, it's a no ball. It's a no ball. Just when you think that there couldn't be any more twists in this game, you are kidding me.
The margins of getting behind the line. Tendai Chatara. Oh, it's so close. So close. You have to have a closer look at that.
A couple of millimeters is the difference between him having won the game with that delivery, and now the game being in the balance again. What is going to happen here? Free hit! Gone down the ground, they want to, they have to come back for 2. Hasratullah throws and they'll make it. Well, there we go. 5 off 1. He needs a maximum to win it for his team, does Daulat Zadran.
Well, we've had some murmurs of a super over. We deserve that, don't we? Kabul, we deserve a super over. This is pure entertainment. The chairman's enclosure, everybody's nervous.
Right, so 5 to win for all of you watching at home. That means if he hits a 4, we have a tied game and we have a super over. Would you believe it? Rightio, here we go. Here we go, last ball. Daulat Zadran on strike. He's gone for it. And I tell you what, it's going to fall short of the field, and the Dragons are the champions. And they take to the field, they're all over the place. That's what that means to them. They cannot believe what they've achieved, but they are the Shpageeza champions for 2017. What a final it's been.
Oh yes, I love it when a fast bowler gets the team over the line. The Paragon Dragons, an excellent bowling performance. You've got to believe how this game has ebbed and flowed. I mean, the Knights spared thought for them. They played fantastic cricket. They were in control through that middle period. But the bowling and the fielding by the Paragon Dragons has been so good. Oh, what a final. We've been treated to some entertainment, Alistair.
Spectacular stuff. If you paid to come into the ground today, you've got your money's worth big time. If you tuned in, watching at home, well, I tell you what, you won't see any better than this. A packed house in Kabul, and enchanting final. It really was. Lived up to all its expectations. And spirit thought for the Knights, they played their part today. You always need 2 teams to get through to a good contest such as this. But the Dragons in the end, Tendai Chatara in particular, have a look at him. He is absolutely over the moon. Has his souvenir, clapping to the crowd. The owners are out there. What a spectacle this is for Afghanistan cricket.
Tendai Chatara, and what? If you go to the hotel, if you're in anywhere around the cricket, he's always got a smile on his face. Always leading from the front. He's done it with the ball. Look at the scenes here. Arms are spread. Man, it's an awesome feeling when you get across the line. And again, it's the nature of sport. There's got to be a winner. There has to be a loser. And on this occasion, the Dragons are going to lift the 5th edition of the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017. And the Knights are going to have to come out second best. But let's be honest, cricket has been played at its absolute fullest and its purest form. Yes, it's T20 cricket, but fantastic for the sport.
Yeah, look what that means for them. Rashid Khan, Tendai Chatara, they're all running after him. He would have been under immense pressure in that over, and would you believe it, his second last delivery bowls a no ball. So we had everything in that last over. He had to defend 12, and he did it quite brilliantly, did Tendai Chatara. But as you mentioned, Ed Rainsford, it's been a spectacle for cricket in Afghanistan. It really has been. The standard of the tournament has been outstanding. The spirit in which it has been played has been top draw. And we've had a final of all finals. Really has been outstanding. So there's a recap of what's transpired here today in the Ainak Knights innings. Well, they left it till right at the end to try and get over the line. And Chitara, well, none for 41 dictates he didn't have his best day. But if you watch the game, you'll know he had to defend 12 in the last over and managed to do that. They're taking a lap of honour now, are the Bande Amir Dragons. And they're thanking the crowd for all their support, and quite rightfully so.
Beautiful, beautiful, excellent, excellent, excellent stuff from the Dragons. And let's just think about the cricket that has been played. From game number one, match number one it was, to now the final of the Shpageeza Cricket League. And it's just fantastic scenes here as the Dragons are about to go for a lap of honour. It's good to see. Fantastic for cricket in Afghanistan, in Kabul. It's an awesome initiative, and we've seen some fantastic cricket. We've also seen the unearthing of a lot of talent and entertainment. That's why we're here.
Yeah, on their journey as a full member now of the ICC. They're a test-playing country, are Afghanistan. And each of the test-playing countries will have their own T20 league, and this has been a special one. It really has been. It has been well supported, well organised, and the standard has been really good as well.